unspeakable powers! Here's the wizard! The mystical wizard!
Greetings, travelers, Wiz Kids, and Wordplayers. It is another Wednesday, which means it is another WoW Wednesday, the final WoW Wednesday of 2024. And I am joined by the Gremlin King himself, Samurai Snowman.
Hello. I just wanted to say yesterday I was very, very deathly sick, but that's my secret, Wiz. I'm always sick, dog.
And by the viral king himself, the tattoo spotter, extraordinaire, stimulated sitting.
Thank you. The applause is not necessary. I'm a mere mortal. Okay, all right.
I put my golden pants on one leg at a time, like the rest of you.
Yeah, I got to turn my phone off. It's starting to get annoying.
And coming in, not late but fashionably, it is Jesker James.
Jesker.
That's right, baby.
You guys just been streaming like crazy these days.
Got to keep people entertained, man. There's a void, and it's got to be filled.
Yeah, it's a void between two T's.
Not.
Whoa, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, let's welcome to the stream. The people in the chat: Grumpy, Jim,
What up, Jim?
One Gun, Summer Swan,
Sup, Swan.
Ruby King, Mordred Kane, which is a new person to me.
I don't know.
Baki.
So Baki.
And Preston.
Oh,
so
shit.
Birds.
So
Who's the
Preston?
Senate character you speak of? I don't know. Who's that guy? Who knows?
Snowman, besides getting sick, how was your week?
It's just been pretty chill. Just working, man. Just working on a new project, actually.
You care to talk about? You had bought something recently, right? You had upgraded.
Oh yeah, some Bristol board. It's fucking lovely to draw on.
Like I said,
Inking's a bitch on it though.
I bought the Bristol board, but never drew on it because then I moved immediately to the digital. So.
Coward hack.
Wait, hold on. So you bought the Bristol board and you never used it?
No, I never used it.
I
Where's
just bought
that?
a motorcycle to look cool too.
Well, so I bought it to work on the pirate comic with.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, this is like, it's really good, right? It's like it's too nice, it's too expensive, right? It's like I don't want
For you
to have
to like
to
bullshit it and like mess it up.
Yeah, like I want it to be like, well, if I'm going to draw it, it's going to be when the art looks really, really good. So I'm going to still practice on the regular paper because I bought big paper that is the size of the Bristol board just to fuck around with. So
yeah, but is the texture the same?
No,
the texture is different. It's just like I said, I didn't want to waste $20 on 20 sheets of Bristol board when $20 gave me 500 sheets of the paper, right? So
okay.
And then I just switched over to the digital, which I'll talk about when it's my turn on deck. Cynic,
Yo,
how was your week?
man, it was good. I've had a great week so far. I've gone viral on Twitter. That was fantastic. I gained like 10 new followers. Thank you, whoever you crazy people are that just want me to post 2 or 3 times a day, just making fun of people. That's fun. I've been streaming all week. CG Church was a big hit.
Yeah.
Lot of big mad. Very big mad. You
Hose mad.
Hose mad because we talked to the Wheelers. Then hose mad because we talked to Ethan Van Sciver. Then hose mad because we talked to LG.
Mhm.
So don't know what to say, man. Big moves, right?
Money moves.
Money moves.
Yeah, you're killing it, dude.
Jesker Games how was your week?
I almost left the studio after that.
What?
What do you do now?
What I do now? You expect me to like detract people or hurt people's fifis or something? This is a new person, new day, new dawn, Wizard of Wordplay. We're talking about fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yo, man,
no worries here.
Only on this
here. I'm working myself to death. I'm here.
Quit your job.
Give me some hope.
What do you need? What's going to give you hope? You're gonna. I said a prayer that you're going to win the mega billions or whatever. So you still owe me another million off of the new one.
I got
Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out.
It's coming, dude. Kingdom Hearts 4. I heard a rumor today. Somebody DM'd me. And they said, "Psst, hey, Kingdom Hearts 4 coming soon." And then they
right around the corner.
Yeah,
it's right next to Silk Song.
Who is this?
Fuck you. Fucking son of a. Hollow Knight was such a good game. Just give me Silk Song already.
I think I own Hollow Knight, but I haven't played it. I guess I got it from like the PlayStation thing.
I tried to go back and replay it, and I got stuck on there's a part where you fight like these 4 kings. Is it 4? It's 2 or 3 kings actually, and I just can't get past it. I have no clue how I did it.
Preston's right. It's next to Isom 3 as well.
Yeah, dude, Isom 3's coming. Aren't you excited for that?
Right around the corner.
No, it's actually next to. It's next to Norfolka. That's the one that they kept kicking down the road.
Actually,
Larry Shungite.
I am actually interested in Isom 3. I want to see if they change the title.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah,
and I want to see how bad it is. But
I'd like to do a little.
Written by so many people.
That's true. It's been through too many hands, too many chefs in that kitchen.
Which probably means it's going to be shit even more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So my week didn't get to draw so much this week besides finishing up the thumbnail for my Marvel Rivals video, which went live earlier today. So I did the colors, the inks, and all that. Right. I finished that. Uploaded it. So.
Can I say one thing, Wizard? Just like
sure.
I don't want to be a jerk. I'm trying to be new leaf, new day, right? Like
Hallmark cynic.
The eyes.
Hello, Zombie Boy. Yeah, so my eyes are
they all look a little say it.
No,
do it.
No, so anyway.
Said
no, the eyes are something that it's like gotta work at, right? It's what life. That's what drawing is, right? It's getting better. It's
your eyes look great, right? But like everyone else's eyes, the perspective, except for
eyes are a bitch, dude.
And the girl with the gun should have one eye closed. I know they say professionals shoot with both eyes open.
It's Black Widow.
I couldn't tell. So eyes threw me off.
Yeah,
it came out nice. My only gripe is the gun should be like behind you, not on your shoulder.
Well, because it's not like aiming at me; it's aiming at Squirrel Girl, right?
Oh, okay. Because they're fighting each other. And, you're breaking it up. You're like, whoa.
I'm in between it.
Yeah. They're all fighting over you.
The point of the game, right, is that they fight each other, right? So
I got you. That makes sense.
Beautiful representation of this show.
I want you to draw more eyes, though. Just eyes alone.
Yeah, well, and the thing with the drawing that was that I was doing it on the YouTube thumbnail resolution, which is smaller, than like when I'm drawing a picture. So all of my brushes I had to shrink down to if I on like my comic book resolution, the tiniest little brush was actually really big. So it's like, this throws me all off. So definitely for the future drawing thumbnails, I'll do it on a regular full size and then scale it down. So
I have these little tiny
huge brush. Brag about it.
Yeah, right. Stray Beans is here. Hello, Stray Beans and Zombie Boy. So anyway, so then continuing with the thing, I have moved on from using Photoshop to draw with and have started using Clip Studio, recommended by Andrew.
Andrew Rowland.
I believe One Gun uses it, but I could be wrong. But so that Stray Bean says, I do use 600. It was just when I was doing that thumbnail, it was just like, I'll just draw it from the thumbnail size. It was just, so live and learn, right? Jay Sonic is here. Hello, Jay Sonic. So yeah, so basically
have you ever
I'll start drawing with that.
Have you ever thought about getting an artist for like one of your books and then you writing the story? And
I've thought about it.
I know you're like working on your art and
no, so I've always liked the idea of just doing it all myself. That's always what's appealed to me.
Yeah.
And so I've always just like, I like the idea of just, I'm the one who just sits, works on it, if I somehow become big, right? Like you two know I have a story that I have in the chamber that I've been working on for a while, right? That's the one that's like the goal story. Yeah. If the pirate one and the other ones kind of become a big thing enough or if someone comes over like, hey, we want to have something there, right? So then maybe I have someone else do it. But right now, I like the idea of just drawing it all myself, and I would rather have like the build up to it of like, see, like you made it,
Yeah. Okay.
Buckle down and practice, man.
Yeah, he's got a job. He's got us distracting him all the time. He's got Jesker sending him creepy DMs. Like
that was supposed to be private, you bastards.
And that's the thing, right? The getting better over time, right? Like it's still young. I'm still new to it. Only been 4 years, right? So I've already come a long way since then. So God willing, it gets to where I want it to look like in my head, and it's all just a matter of practicing it, right? You're not gonna, you don't just get better overnight. You just got to keep throwing them out there.
Everybody talking about the Diddy parties. They have no idea just how wild it gets when we're in private.
All right, we're not trying to be so crazy here.
This wasn't too crazy.
No, I'm just saying, like I'm trying to reel you in here. Anyway,
I can get worse, Wizard.
Let's go to the chat. No, yeah. So One Gun says I have Clip Studio Paint. I'll be playing with it more. Ruby asked, Wizard, have I been drawing from life, like as in like real life stuff, like
you draw an arm, or you like take somebody like a real picture of somebody's face and try to draw it.
So not like from what I can see personally, but like from real life pictures, I have done that. A lot of it's been with like existing comic art. And then now with Clip Studio, what I like is that they have the 3D asset library that you can just put, and you can shape and move how you want, and then you can trace over it if you want to, like, certain pose, or for like what's good with his hands. Like they have hands that you can just kind of pose the hands of, and if you want, like, let me because hands are hard to draw, right? So,
hands are a bitch.
And Wizard, hunker down and draw for 90 days straight, like 15 pieces. I mean,
I've been trying to give him stuff like that. He just won't listen to me.
Yeah,
well, I mean, like I could do it. It's just it's the time.
You don't know what you're talking about, old man.
I can do it, but here's the thing. He says, but what?
No, I'm saying, Cynic, I say that about other things, about you not knowing what you're talking about and calling you an old man. That's about everything else.
I'm so old, I forget. No,
see, that's the thing, is I'm just really bad at procrastinating and like actually like doing stuff. So, but
yeah, I get that.
Like I said,
100% get that. The just like,
so
I don't want to.
Like if it's like, if I'm going to be drawing something, I'm going to be drawing something towards a goal. Very rarely do I draw something to draw something nowadays. I want to, and maybe I will now with that, because I gotta learn that Clip Studio. A lot of it's the same with Photoshop, but there are some differences.
Yeah.
And Ruby says draw people around, pictures are okay. Well, I have the pencil and the papers and all that, but now I'm on digital, so it's like I'm not gonna lug all my setup around and try to draw people on my drawing tablet. Anyway,
get you a tablet for drawing. That's what my niche is.
I have a tablet, but the thing is, Clip Studio charges you more if you have an extra device. So it's like,
so are you drawing on your
just take
computer?
the tablet you have now?
I'm drawing on my tablet is not like a
good one.
A tablet like where the screen where you can see it. It's a drawing tablet, so it's just a black square, and you draw on it, and feels like, and you look at the screen while you're drawing it. Right?
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's the real nice ones are the real nice ones you can look at it as you're drawing.
Yeah, that's what
But
I bought my niece for Christmas last year.
Dude,
Yeah,
you can still
so,
buy a sketch pad.
I know I have sketch pads. I'm just saying. It's like, anyway, that is to say that.
We're giving him an art struggle session here, guys. Calm down. Let's
Yeah,
move
you're
to the
boxing
Yeah,
me
spin-off.
in.
exactly,
I
Ruby
just
King. Exactly what I
boxing
said.
me in.
It was
I
better
have,
for you to learn to draw on paper, is all we're saying.
I've been drawing on paper for 4 years. Like, you act like, all right, so
No
listen,
man
you just
noticed.
started drawing yesterday, right? So you just started drawing yesterday. So here's how you could, it's like, I've been drawing on paper for 4 years.
This guy.
Like, I have sketchbooks right now. I'm looking at them all.
Yeah, but did you
I have-
really?
But did you really? I'm sorry, Snowman. I guess I didn't draw boners. That's the one thing that separates the men
That's
from
true.
the
No,
boys.
well, I
That's
was
true. Yeah,
drawing- I mean, you
sorely
gotta
disappointed that
actually-
you didn't do that. Yeah. More
I mean,
boners,
you got to
please.
actually practice with like exercises and shit.
And drawing boners from
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
And
there's
boners.
that, Well, like I said, right now,
Because I've drawn for
Um,
like 12, 15 years, and I haven't gotten any better till like just recently. Because I actually started like practicing. and doing
Yeah, of
different
course, you
drills
gotta
and
do
drawing
so
from
much
life,
better.
like Ruby said.
like I said, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so much better.
We're gonna,
The boners have gotten real good.
it's Cynic. You
Yeah,
know, you
but
can
you're
just
drawing
hit.
from life.
Cynic,
Everything
you
else
just
has
hit
gotten worse.
You just hit exclamation point Cynic. Remember in the chat.
I know, I forget. Plus this
bring up all your
keyboard,
stuff.
man, I don't have it lit up right now. It's normally lit up, so I can't see where my stuff's at. Okay? I'm in the dark.
Anyway, so Straybean
Darky.
says bought an old secondhand iPad Pro off Facebook Marketplace. Bet you could find first, second gen for $200. Very useful. Yeah, here's the thing, Straybeans. Don't have $200 either. So I don't.
You need
And also-
you need Uncle
also,
Cynic to
I would
give you a
be-
loan?
I will be cold in the dirt before I buy anything with an I in the start.
I can't stand this motherfucker right here.
Jesus Christ.
It's all you can
Anyway.
really get, though.
This, he always doesn't want us to like pin him down on the streams, but this one, I'm fighting a fucking
Anyway.
urge, bro.
Speaking of fighting, announced at the Game Awards, Richard is here. Hello, Richard.
Hola,
Rick.
Ricardo.
Elden
Racist.
Ring Night Rain was we all watched this live on Jesker's stream,
Mr. James.
and
Yeah,
I wasn't even
Jesker
paying attention.
homage.
I was coloring the thumbnail, and I was hearing you, Cynic, talk about like, is this just like an Elden Ring clone or something like that? And I was like,
Yeah.
what? And I hopped over. I'm like, no, this looks like From Software. And then slowly the unraveling of this from the trailer was
It's
crazy.
a spin-off. I thought it was part of the Elden Ring world.
It is, but it's a spin-off of the
It's-
main game. So like I'm curious, is
Alright,
this
so-
going to tie the
Okay.
FromSoft world together?
So from what I
Ooh.
gathered, I watched Vadi Vidya's video about it, and he kind of gathered everyone's like reportings from what they've played, because they're having people playing it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So from what I can tell, this is a parallel game. It's not
In-world,
not
canon.
yeah, it's not in world. It's not directly connected to Elden Ring. It might share the same start point. So maybe maybe we
Assets
can pick
and
up
stuff,
some
okay.
maybe we can pick up some lore, but
Uh-huh.
otherwise like it seems to be very light on a lot of that.
Okay.
So there's a lot of asset reusage. I believe the returning bosses are a sign of that. I don't believe that it's a
Good point.
we'll get to it. So it's a co-op standalone spin-off. It was announced at the Game Awards. Developed from Software, Mega Namco announced Elden Ring Night Rain, a standalone cooperative spin-off set in a world parallel to that of 2022's Elden Ring. Revealed with its debut trailer at the Game Awards, Elden Ring Night Rain allows players to team up with 2 co-op partners and drop in a condensed map based on Elden Ring's Limgrave area, with enemies and structures that are randomized at the start of each session. From there, players must hustle to defeat enemy camps and find more powerful weapons, so that when nightfall comes, they have a better chance of surviving a challenging boss encounter. If players survive for 3 in-game days, they must take on a major boss, with 8 major bosses to be found and conquered in the game. And designed to be approachable for existing players and newcomers alike, Elden Ring Night Rain features a roster of 8 playable characters to choose from, each with unique skills and ultimate attacks. Night Rain is a session-based RPG intended to be played online with 3 players, but solo play will also be supported. I read that also you can't do just like 2 players. It's either 1 or 3.
Yeah, I saw that too. It's weird.
Probably some
Yeah.
loophole with 2 players they can fucking exploit or something.
While Elden Ring was helmed by venerable From Software president Hidetaka Miyazaki, development on Night Rain is led by first-time game director Junya Ishizaki. However, Ishizaki is no newcomer to the Souls-like genre, having been a member of the From Software team since 2011's Dark Souls, serving critical roles including level battle designer on 2015's Bloodborne and combat designer on Elden Ring. As a developer, I've had many ideas for what could potentially be new games during the development of the past titles I worked on, including Elden Ring. This time I stepped up as new director. I was given the opportunity to direct this game for Night Rain. We've already been seen as a company that makes the Souls-likes or this kind of traditional formula for Souls-like games, and so I saw this as an opportunity to do something different. Challenge both myself and the company. Personally, I enjoy co-op multiplayer experiences and wanted to make something that was very much focused on that with Night Rain. We have some screenshots, and they talk about playing it. So basically how it works is you start at the round table hold. Stray Beans asked, last stream you asked for predictions, and I said a Witcher 4 trailer. I don't remember that, but I could believe it. I don't know if any of our predictions really came true, but anyway, so you start the round table hold, you pick your character. Then the other 7 characters, you can then talk to as if they're like the normal NPCs from the Souls games, right? And then you I think then you probably click the big table grace, and then you drop into your Lanedale map or your Limgrave map, and you come down on the spectral eagle, and then you hit the ground, and you gotta run and go to and loot and kill your enemies and do all that, and you collect your loot, and then when night comes, the map starts to shrink in, and then you're funneled into the big boss of that night. If you beat it, then the map opens up for the day, and you can go back to scavenging for loot and stuff.
Oh wow, they're taking a lot of inspiration.
Yeah, it's a big like.
Hold on, I missed that for some reason. Say that again.
Okay,
hold on.
So you
PUBG meets Dark Souls.
You start each session, you drop in like a battle royale.
Yeah.
You collect your loot.
Okay.
Then at night, you have the day to collect your loot, and it's about 15-minute days. Then at night, the map shrinks down. You're funneled into a boss fight. That'll be like your major, like this boss on screen right now is one of those night bosses. You're funneled into this boss fight. If you beat it, the map opens up for another day, and you can go around and loot again. Same thing, night, you're funneled in, 3rd boss fight, you beat it, go around to loot, funneled in, and then once you beat like 3 bosses, then you unlock the 4th like final boss of the run. And then so they said like there's however there are many bosses there are, and I think like once you beat a certain amount, you unlock like the final boss of the game. I believe it was said, but basically they said their inspiration for this was the people who are doing these randomizer runs on Dark Souls games and like Bloodborne and Elden Ring and stuff like that. Yeah. That basically it was like that kind of like really fast, grab your stuff and go, and you don't know what you're going to get, and you just have to run with whatever you get.
It sounds hectic and fun.
I don't like this.
It has potential. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, but it just feels like it's going to be a $60 live service game.
But that's what I was going to ask. Is it just like a $60 game, or is it like a little?
It's supposed to be a full release, from what I've read.
It's the full release. I heard someone theorize probably could be one of those $50 things. Like it's not one of those since games are $70 now, it'll probably be $60.
No,
not just
you
for
missed
fucking
me with that
Limgrave.
bullshit. Yeah, this should have been a DLC.
Yeah.
The reason
$30
it's not
or $40 DLC.
Yeah, I would have said even 25.
I think the reason it's not a DLC is because it has, well, for one, it's not connected in a big way.
It's a definitely different game.
It's a different game. It's a more or less different universe, but it's not. There's no good comparison. I think someone conflated it to like Dark Souls 2, but also not really. But like
That makes zero sense, but I get what
Nah.
you're saying.
just how it's like it's
Well,
or
Dark
like
Souls
Demon.
2, I get okay. I see what you're saying. I see
Yeah,
what you're saying
like
because
it's
everybody says,
parallel.
yeah.
It's not like
Well, Dark Souls 2 has been. It's actually a part of the canon. Like,
yeah. So
yeah.
it'd be more like I guess
Demon
the
Souls.
Demon Souls. Yeah, Demon Souls
Yeah.
from Dark to Dark Souls or whatever. Like
Yeah, exactly.
that kind of jump.
I guess,
So,
man, but why do it in the world of Elden Ring unless you just want
because
to
Elden Ring is like the
asset
marketable.
recycle?
So that's yeah, everything was done. If this would be Dark Souls Night Rain, it would be even more confusing because it'd be like, what is but Elden Ring is the new hotness, right? So
Yeah.
and
I
then
just think they could have picked somewhere better than Limgrave. It's like boring starter area.
yeah, well, that's the
I
other
mean,
thing
I'm
is
sure
that
they're going to
each
open more.
so each run
They
okay,
better
so
not.
there's no opening more, right? You're just in the Limgrave area, but each run has a potential to being different. So in the trailer you see like it's Limgrave, but what if in this version of Limgrave a volcano just erupted and so everything is lava except for like certain areas of the place, and so you're lava everywhere. This one is like, what if Scarlet Rot was everywhere, so now it's a Caelid Limgrave, right? That's the kind of the gimmick. Then they have like stuff like you hear the voice line in the trailer that Morgott has a chance of showing up randomly throughout your run, even at the beginning or like whatever, and like trying to kill you. And he's
So this is all the stuff I don't enjoy about FromSoft.
Yeah, here's my thing too.
Um,
It's like, why waste all that? You just dropped the DLC. It's like we're fucking satisfied as fuck with that. Take your time, get to work on like Bloodborne fucking 2 or something.
well that's
Dark
the
Souls
thing
4.
is that they are based like Miyazaki is hands off of this. He's working on the next thing, right? They're FromSoft
is he?
FromSoft was probably like sitting on a pile of cash
Yeah,
after
you're
like
right. That
Elden
is
Ring,
true.
and they're like, yeah, all right, fuck it, right? Like, it's just like
I don't like
you
this
know.
direction though, right? Like it makes me feel like they're starting to try to lean into some sort of live service type stuff. Because
Well, live
Hold
service
on.
would
hold on,
all right.
because they're going to, if they're smart, they would say, all right, well, in another couple months, here's season 2. Instead of starting in Limgrave, you're Caelid or wherever.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
here's
don't like
more,
that shit.
Here's more bosses coming. Now you get bosses from Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 2
Well-
or Demon
Well,
Souls.
there already are bosses from Dark Souls right
I'm
here.
saying like they go,
Yeah.
they say here's more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So why
Yeah,
can't
if
you
they-
just put them all in from jump?
They may have, but we don't know that yet. Right?
Yeah,
It just seems to
a
me like
lot of
that's the direction
these
they're going.
seems to be like, because this one is a boss that's like one of the actual bosses, and then some of these are like enemies in
That
the
dude's from Dark Souls 3.
area. Which one? This wolf
The
here?
fire, yeah.
Well, this is a 3-headed wolf.
Yeah, from Dark Souls 3.
Which in Dark Souls 3 is he?
It's in the DLC. When you jump off of pretty sure it's one when you jump off the ledge in the collapsing city or whatever it is. When you're in the Ring City DLC.
That DLC is fucking bonkers.
I have to but I like Vadi didn't point this one out specifically, but like this is Duke's Dear Freya. Right here. This was
Cake work.
so this is Duke's Dear Freya. We see in the trailer, we see let's jump right to it. But Dark Souls actually quote tweeted the Elden Ring announcement saying, "In the night, ancestral foes await, remnants of a fire that once burned bright." And basically mentioning that the idea seems to be that this is pure asset reusage, not meant to be taken like as finally they're connected, right, or anything like that. It's a like, this is a side game, this is a use of, it's a spin-off, it's use of the engine, it's use of the world, it's use of the assets. Where we're probably not going to touch any Elden Ring again, right? Like, even making the DLC was something that Miyazaki just kind of like, Elden Ring just got him a bunch of cash, and then they're like, we gotta do something, so this is something like that. And so I think it's meant to be a have fun kind of game. It's not like Strafing says it's Metal Gear Survive almost, because there is also apparently survival elements of it, but I don't know. So like this is one of the things where it's like a Caelid kind of swampy area. This would be one of like probably like where there's scarlet rot everywhere. It's like oh, we got a rot run. This is one of the heroes you can pick, and his animations use a lot of the stake driver from Bloodborne. So it's like, just animation usage, right? Like that's the stake driver right there. And then this is the centipede demon right here.
Those things suck.
And as was pointed out by Vadi, that a lot of the bosses might have something to do with having that you have multiple characters that be going against. So like the centipede demon can split itself into pieces, right? So you can do stuff like that. In terms of recycled assets, yeah, Metal Gear Survive.
Okay, so that looks more like the fucking, damn it, I just had it. It's from Bloodborne though, but they made him 3 heads. They gave him 3
I
heads.
know what you're talking about. He's in the Chalice dungeon. The watchdog of the old blood or old lords or whatever.
That's what he looks like.
Yeah, and so we'll see in the trailer here. There's a gimmick with the 3 heads that So yeah,
I want lore though. Give me lore. That's my favorite part.
That's the other thing, is that so each hero, right, that you can pick has their own lore as well. They have their own backstories and characters that you can like learn about, and that there's also like this Night Lord that you have to fight as like the final boss, right? That is the like this character here, a lot of people thought was the Firekeeper from Dark Souls 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then people kind of found out that this is the same girl character with the dagger that you see in the trailer, one of the characters right here.
Mm-hmm.
So that basically when you're not playing as that character, like they said, you can talk to the other ones, and you probably will, you'll learn the, what's going on in the thing. But anyway, so you have this Night King or whatever, which Vadi points out could be a connection to the Nox from Elden Ring, and kind of expand that part of the lore, and they might, you might pick up some things. It's not directly going to continue the story of Elden Ring in some way, but you might be able to take some stuff with you. So this was the big, like, what
Nameless
are we looking
King,
at?
Straight up, yeah.
Just Nameless King straight up. Like, not even any, like, the spear is the same, everything's just the same.
Yeah.
Like, so
that looks cool as fuck though. Fighting them in like a field like that.
Yeah, not
that's
in like
gonna be a nightmare.
A cloud mess. Hell.
That's gonna be a nightmare, because he was, once you figured out like his his pattern or whatever, when you fought him in Dark Souls 3, it was a lot easier because you were in that one little corridor, so you could kind of. This seems like a freaking nightmare.
Yeah, you could kind of like just escape all his lightning bolts on one side.
Yeah, there was only so many areas he could attack, so you could like sort of hide. This feels like it's gonna be a real big area. Like you could end up getting lost in it and getting zapped by not paying attention.
Yeah. And then this character here is like your Dex character you can pick, and has a Sekiro like parry. You can see it doing here. Yeah. So if it's like, if you like Sekiro, right, you want to play it like that, you can.
Nope, I disavow this game immediately then.
Yeah. So then the dagger girl has like a Bloodborne quick step apparently too, this girl. Which I saw this in the trailer and was like, didn't even see like the head, but just because you only saw it for a little bit, I'm like, it's Lady Maria. I was like, Lady Maria. That's what, she's back. But so this Cerberus dog thing.
That's actually exactly what it is, man. Like it's either that or the what's the fox that you fight in the magic?
Motherfucker had a chain
the magic
on his ass though.
Oh, the red wolf of Radagon?
Is that his name?
That's an Elden Ring though. That's what
I'm talking about. Yeah.
So this does look different because you see him like use a chain, like grabs a chain and whips.
Champion. That's exactly what it is. Crazy. They took it and added 3 heads to it, and then that's the thing. And then it splits up into 3 dogs to attack the 3 players, right? So it's like you want to like gang up on it. It's like no, each one's got its own now for this phase. So then you can see the other ones around here. And
And then I believe this will be like either the final area or something where it's like we're gonna fight the night.
I mean,
Lord now.
I'm gonna give him my money, but I'm not gonna be happy about it.
I'll
So,
wait till it comes out to see, but I'll definitely drop a note 50, 60 on that shit.
I am because it's from Soft, and I want.
it's
to keep
from
making
software,
games,
right? Like,
and I'm a From
yeah.
Soft simp. They're my favorite of all
I
time.
love FromSoft, but
You're not a true friend. Get good, scrub.
yeah,
Praise the sun, bish.
yeah, dude, I'm not a really
Um,
big fan of Sekiro either.
It's
Haven't played-
Sekiro.
Haven't played Sekiro yet.
My balls
God, y'all are all scrubs. Why I'm on this stream?
Anyway,
Come
well,
on here and I get yelled at.
to make us better.
as we said, or as I said in our group, I was like, hey, an Elden Ring spinoff with 3 players. I count 3 Elden Ring players, right? Like,
That would be fun.
I'll
And I'm-
stream it.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
stream. I'll stream it on. I'll stream it through the channel. We'll try to pop in and see if we can. Like I said, like I'll probably die, and then you can all make fun of me for sucking. That's the other thing. So how this works is when you die, you get downed. Like in traditional like multiplayer games, you get downed,
Yeah.
and then how you revive the person is by attacking the corpse of the player.
Hell yeah.
So
Oh, all right.
like when you're
I like
so
that.
that way, like when you're in a fight with a bunch of guys, you don't have to try to do anything special. You can still be swinging, and then
Yeah.
each hit will like heal the person back up or whatever. And
Okay.
or it's like if we die and then you all run over and you're like loser, and you can like hit you with the weapon or whatever, and you can get up.
I am buying a new PS5 next week, so
So when we don't know when this comes out, from what I'm seeing, it looks almost done. So I'd assume springtime, perhaps, maybe early summer. But
yeah. Well, the way FromSoft normally works is they'll give you like some weird teaser with nothing. You know what I mean? And then it's
Mhm.
usually 8 months to a year from then. Once they do the full run sort of ad,
yeah.
it's not but a few months from there.
So do you think this comes with a collector's edition?
Yeah, and I'm gonna buy it. I'm
They'll have
gonna
a statue.
Yeah, I'm gonna sadly buy it like a fucking simp. Damn you, Miyazaki.
Ruby wants your old PS5. Get a job, you bum.
No, my old PS5, it went kaput, so I sold it to a guy. So
You sold the kaput one?
yeah, he said he could fix it, so I sold it to him.
Oh,
for,
okay.
like,
I was gonna say it's not like you like fleeced him.
No, I mean I kind of did. He said he'd buy it for $350, and then he'd turn around and sell it for $450. So
What's the point of that?
because they go for like $400 to $450 on eBay all day long.
Yeah, people just
Yeah, but for $100 profit.
Yeah, if it costs him nothing to fix it.
Yeah, true.
anyway. So yeah, so I'm cool with this. It's different than what they usually make. I don't hate it. We'll see. If the price is too high, then it's too high. But I mean, we got to do it. I see at this point we got to do it for the channel. Got to do it for the content. Got to do it for the, the streams of us fucking around and yelling at
There's
each
other
other.
games we can do that with.
You two yelling at me. Yeah, but you gotta Snowman. You don't know the game as it. You don't know. You got to do the new stuff as it comes out. You see.
Yeah, y'all were gonna do
Nah.
that with Marvel Rivals, and
We were gonna do it with
Snowman
Marvel
bailed
Rivals, then
quick.
you two didn't want to do it.
That game sucks.
Yeah, I'm not doing Marvel Rivals. It didn't look fun to me.
I was playing it more this weekend, and
Yeah.
I was playing against some people, and sometimes you can smoke them. Like you get the kids that are out of school and they're playing like, yeah, we're having fun as Hulk, right? But then you get like the people who have played Overwatch and they're like they pick like the heavy hitters. Like Spider-Man is like a hard character to play.
Yeah.
So like kids will play Spider-Man and you can just kill them. Like they're just,
Kill
but
those
I had a Spider-Man in a game I was playing the other day. It was like he'd swing all the way to like our spawn and like kick my ass. It was just like, Jesus Christ, I can't do anything. It's fucking Spider-Man keeps showing up and killing me. I was like getting mad at stupid Spider-Man. But,
So how much are you
yeah.
playing it now? About how many hours are you gonna put into it? Do you think?
Playing it.
Now,
I guess since I
like,
don't have to.
Yeah, since you don't have to review it.
I'll still do the daily quests, the weekly quests, the season quests. I'll still keep up with that. New heroes are going to be dropping. They did announce a winter event, so they have winter skins you can get for like Groot, Rocket, the Shark Guy, and like Magic or whatever. But they have a new mode that they're going to launch that's like Splatoon, type, but it's you play as the shark character, and it's like covering the map in like snow, and whoever's team has like the most color on the ground wins. So that'll be pretty fun because it's you can kill each other, but it's mainly just about like covering the map in snow, and then each attack covers more snow and stuff like that. So I mess around with that. I've put the review as like this is the review of season 0 because that's what we're on right now. I'll still keep up with it, and then if down the line it's like, yeah, we'll see where it's at, you know, because like I said, I put a lot into Avengers. I got it already installed. Might as well just keep checking in on it, see what heroes they add and skins they add and all that. As far as, you know, and money investment right now, it's $5 to get season 0, the battle pass. So I could see how that goes. But luckily, once you pay that $5, that's it. It'll stay there forever, which is different than what like you know, multiverses and other live service things try to do to you. But anyway, yeah, so Elden Ring Night Rain. And the consensus from us Elden Ring players so on this show is we'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm gonna get it, but I'm not
gonna be
happy
happy
with
about
myself.
it.
Yeah.
Well, there's also the possibility that Onimusha from Capcom might be a Souls-like made by Capcom.
Oh, dude, and the regular Onimusha. None of y'all played it but me, right?
I've never got to play it.
Oh, so fun.
So yeah, it's possible they're going to do that.
That'd be dope.
Well, then since I forgot, X Defiant maybe getting a second wind, folks. It may survive. Grumpy, gentlemen, your thoughts on Naughty Dog's upcoming massive hit, Intergalactic? It's funny you say that, Grumpy, and hello, Beefy Bites, because Intergalactic was also announced at the Game Awards, Naughty Dog's next big game.
So are you Elden Ring nerds finally done talking? Can I finally step in?
Yes. What do you think of Night Rain, Jessica?
I don't give a shit.
Anyway, so we're talking about VRM Rex. VRM Rex finally got announced.
Yeah, it's about time. Where's Kingdom Hearts 4? You know, that's some shit.
Mordred Kane.
VRM Rex got announced before we got a new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Naughty Dog, the creators of one game, right? Like that's all they
right.
do
I was
days.
like, what was their most recent like hit?
Last of Us 2.
Was that really a hit?
Their most recent game was
financially a hit.
Last of Us 2 Remaster was actually the most recent thing. Before that, Last of Us 2. Well, before that, Last of Us 1 Remake. Before that, Last of Us 1 Remaster. Before that, Uncharted 4. Before that, Last of Us.
Oh, they did have Uncharted. That's right.
Everything you just said makes me want to violently vomit.
Well, and also that Uncharted. It'd be remiss to not mention the Uncharted spinoff as well.
I mean, I'm not mad about the Last of Us remake for the PS5. So
no, it was people just kind of joke about the fact that they did the remaster and then the remake, and then they did Last of Us 2 remastered just recently, right? And so people expect that we're gonna get a Last of Us 2 remake.
It's so redundant.
At like the next console or whatever, it'll be like, yeah, well, you know.
I don't know if they'll do that. Last of Us 2, after it made its big money off day one sales, it really flopped hard.
It didn't even need a remaster though.
Dude, it went to the, you know, if you go into Walmart, you go to the 1999 game section.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It made it there faster than any game I've ever seen.
Damn right.
And it didn't go there because it became a greatest hits. It went there because nobody was buying it.
Intergalactic looks good. Protagonist was fuckable. I'm very angry. Yeah.
I agree. I'm not upset with Intergalactic the way it looks.
No, seeing the actual combat in the end shot here was like, oh, okay.
Wizard. I'm sorry, buddy. We need to somebody kick Mordred Kane. The Last of Us 1 was garbage.
That's just a contrarian opinion. We don't
send Mordred back where they came from. Send them back to hell. Send them back.
No, I like dissenting opinions here.
He's a monster. That's not dissenting. That's insanity.
I love
not
it.
Last of Us 2 remake. It would be Last of Us 2 remaster remake. Remember, because that's what they did with that Last of Us 1. They remastered and then they remade it all within like span of like 5 years.
Just milking the fuck out of customers.
Squeeze it, boy.
Yeah. Also, about Witcher 4, I don't care. if she is one as long as the game is fun. I saw people because I'm on the outside of the Witcher stuff really, but I saw people getting mad that Ciri will be able to romance women or something like that. And it's like, oh, of course they're gonna make her gay. Like, why can't she romance dudes? Like, why would you as dude care so much about like whether or not your character can like have sex with dudes, right? It's like,
Yeah.
like I get it if it's like a singular romance, you can kind of be like, yeah, okay, cool. Like I can invest in this romance, but like it's like I want to make sure that I can travel through every tavern and like have sex with all these guys. Like what?
Oh God, I didn't even think about that. No.
It's like
No.
like it's like yeah, her being a lesbian is perfectly fine, or like you know, it's like because you you hate lesbians, right? Like you don't want to see two women kiss,
Yes.
like hey, but
Because they're not fucking me.
Not really.
yeah,
No.
I'll not apologize. It's just a movie disguised as a game. People have said
Mordred.
it. People have said it, but that when you're actually playing Last of Us, like the story's great, like that. It's a reason it got made into a show. But when you're in those areas and you're scrounging, you're sneaking, you're exploring, that's the good stuff. That's what has me interested in playing Last of Us 2. I just don't want to play Last of Us 2. But
If
what I
you,
like about
If
Last
you
of
want
Us
to
1.
play a game like Last of Us 2 with good gameplay, just go play what's that other zombie game where you ride the motorcycle?
Days Gone.
Days Gone.
Yeah, Days Gone is also good. A lot of
Days Gone
zombies,
had
though.
it had I played that for a little while. till it
Days
kinda
Gone
got
should have
bored.
got a sequel.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
franchise was dead.
Thanks to Last of Us.
Well, it was that, and it was yeah, it was just
It wasn't very polished when it came out.
You're not very polished when you came out, so
Wow.
we still accept you.
Oh, Mordred said Days Gone sucks ass.
Mordred Kane. Bad takes all around tonight,
Cynic,
bro.
cynic. Back
Mordred
off, man.
Kane
Back off.
is my
Listen,
new
they're not worth
favorite
it.
character.
Are you
Mordred,
sure?
Mordred is a bitch. Mordred
Are-
is a bitch.
Are you sure? Because I'm.
Anyway, so back to
Stand
Intergalactic.
down, boy. Heel. Stand down.
Grumpy's never played Days Gone. It's pretty good, Grumpy. It is a
It's
good
a fun
game.
For a little while.
Small map, like it's not
What are you
bloated.
talking about? It opens up to like 3 maps.
No, but I mean like it's not like it's it feels not I didn't mean small in a bad way. I mean like because most open world games can be like
Oh yeah,
Loaded?
it's not. Yeah, you're right. Like,
It's-
yeah, you
it's
just
a-
have the
it's
same
a-
game loop. Yeah,
It's cozy.
it's a cozy map. It's like yeah,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you have your
I agree with that.
your
I get,
areas.
okay.
It's yeah, easy there. Easy down boy.
It's a game that deserved a better. It deserved more than what it got.
It deserves a better legacy than what it has too.
Yes.
Like especially it's like game director is like kind of whiny too about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
he's-
real.
he's-
He does bitch and moan about it, right?
Yeah, so it's yeah. And because also like they also had like a bad run up because like feminists didn't like the way the girl talked in like the wedding scene and that came out early or leaked out or something and people
Yeah,
were
but dude, she was like a super scientist.
well and that was the bit is that they only saw that scene, but the whole point of that scene was like a nice touching scene because earlier in the games, earlier in the flashback, she had said like that she did want that kind of like thing said at her wedding, right? And she was
Yeah.
the one that said it, right? It's like it's a
Later,
good story,
Wanda.
but they only
Wanda.
saw that part. So
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. Like the game, if you ever wanted to actually play a zombie horde game and enjoy an open world where you could play all kinds of different play styles and different ways and find lore, there's tons of lore for you to find and figure out like what
Yeah.
went on and all that. Go play it. Go play Days
Yeah.
Gone. You can get it for $19 on Amazon.
well, even like I think if you get it digital, I think it's free on the PS5 or the PlayStation like thing, or like
Yeah,
it goes on sale a lot too.
Go buy it physical so that they get their money, right? Like I would really
I don't know if
wish
that's
it
how-
would be one of
I don't know if
those.
that's how that works.
If you buy it physical from like an actual store, as long as you don't buy it used, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm saying, like, well, you can get if you buy it digital, they get their money too. I mean,
I guess, but I mean, I like the physical
if
stuff.
if you buy it digital, it'll be cheaper, I suppose. If you want to
Yeah.
be like,
Well, I mean,
you
you
wanna be
can
like,
play
I
it for
want-
free, is what I'm saying
Yeah,
on the digital.
give this to the devs, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I won't because you do it. It's free on the PS5 digitally. That's my point.
Streaming says buy all games physical. I used to be that way, and then digital games got so cheap that it was like, yeah, if I love a game, I'll buy it physical, but otherwise, it's like I'm not gonna.
It just got easier to buy digital. I don't gotta leave my fucking house.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And,
don't have to leave my house with Amazon either. If I order a game, if I
Mhm.
if I pre-order a game,
it's
it
true.
shows up that day.
Well, yeah, like
Yeah, but then
I don't have
the
that.
game more instantly.
I don't have that
digital, though.
luxury.
What do you mean you don't have that luxury?
My ordering stuff on Amazon for me takes a couple of days because I'm in small
Well,
town America.
If you pre-order it, right?
Well, yeah,
They
yeah, if you
pre-ship it.
pre-order it, yeah. That's for new stuff though. I'm saying like.
Oh yeah, you're talking about like if you order. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're like, I want to replay Days Gone. I don't own physical. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to Naughty Dog. So yeah, this Heretic Prophet thing, you know, this right here was what made me look at it like, oh, okay, cool. Otherwise, like, it feels like it was like, oh, okay, we got something here. Otherwise, everyone tries to do this like world building, show off our cinematic mocap bullshit, and it's like, yeah,
cares.
show me like maybe you get 1 minute of this, like
Not
you get 1
even,
minute of
dude.
it, like this right here of like, okay, establish, show protagonist, right? You show like some of the stuff in the cockpit and like the technology and all that.
Oh, I get to talk about what pissed me off the most about this trailer. Go ahead. I'll tell you when we get there.
So you get 1 minute of this, like kind of like I think it was the Outer Worlds teaser trailer. One of the trailers did it where it's just like, yeah, we're panning around the desk and we're showing you all that, like pan through that, and then you show character, right? You get 1 minute of that, and then you got to show me gameplay. And if you don't have gameplay, then you end the trailer at like logo drop, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So
she goes through, you're establishing I'm assuming this is going to be your home base.
Yeah.
You're establishing they have CRTVs in the future, which is,
I don't hate
the
retro.
idea.
I mean,
retro
Cynic,
future.
what you're forgetting though is that World War III really fucked shit up. So
Yeah.
I mean,
that
that's
installs CRTVs everywhere after that.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
It was the great flat screen war of 2053.
yeah.
Okay.
See, you already know.
All right, let's hit play because I want to get to the spot where I've really got to ask you people something.
I'm surprised you didn't want to talk about the
Wood.
the Akira Cowboy Bebop like thing that they have.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, I'm loving the vibes of the game, right? Like vibe check, cool.
As I pointed out, a Horseman fan.
Horseman fan loves old Eric July comic books that were lost.
Yeah,
in
loves
the Flat Screen War.
Hector Guerrero.
Yeah,
So this
him.
is in-game footage right now. It's not a cutscene.
This seems like complete cinematic trailer, not
all right.
Which I've been saying forever. I fucking hate that about video game trailers anymore.
Hold on.
Is it Kumail Nanjiani?
Right here. Right here. Now, hit play. Let it go forward just a little bit more.
Oh,
Pause. Where the
cup?
hell did she get a fast food cup in space?
Space restaurants.
She could have had it.
Have you ever
forever.
kept one of those cups too long in your car or in your room or something? They don't last.
They crack, and this looks
Yeah.
like a wax
Cynic,
one. So
wait,
this is a
Have you never heard of Uber Galactic?
Dude,
So-
this pissed me off so bad. I was like, okay, vibe check is cool. Everything's cool. Oh, fast food cup. Cool kid, right? Like nonchalant, don't care. Where'd you get the cup from?
You just gotta
Mordred
put your
says, "I'm sorry, but
expectations at the door."
the bitching about Witcher 4 and the fact no one can tell me the plot of Stellar Blade has me starting to believe that these gamers just want porn."
Okay,
Well,
Melanie Mac,
some of
calm
them do.
down. And yes,
this looks like this is a fast food place because it says like nacho something on the side. I think,
exactly.
because if it was like if it was a wax one, then it could be like a convenience store, space convenience store.
Even those don't last that long, right? Like, but I get what you mean. It's just.
But she could have just picked this up, right? She could have just grabbed this on the way. We don't know.
That's my point. She's supposed to be on this bounty hunt to go catch some dude on this planet that nobody can escape, and she's like, "Well, let me stop and get a Slurpee."
Kumail
Which
Nanjiani.
I hated that too. That was
Well,
my
you gotta
next
stay
gripe.
hydrated, man.
I don't want to. But Kumail Nanjiani's the bad guy.
Who's that?
The one guy, he was in Eternals, he was in Obi-Wan. He's the comedian.
Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about.
He voiced Prismo in Adventure Time.
Yeah, that's retarded. That dude
But
is not intimidating.
he's a comedian. He's a comedian. That's the like. It's just like why not? Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's everybody knows him from that show. What's that damn show where they
Stribby says they made the cup with a fabricator.
It's so stupid, man. Why in the world do they have Camille Nanjiani as the bad guy? It just makes no sense, right?
Well, I mean, like, if he's the bad guy, it could be as simple as he's the first level or something, and then he's just
And
a
then there's- You
comedic
think so?
guy. You know, I don't think he's going to be the big bad.
Grumpy says he's from Silicon Valley.
That's the show I was looking
That's-
for.
that's-
That actually
Yeah.
has a banger soundtrack, that show.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So Naughty Dog again attempting to. They're at least going back to an action game, like they said. They're going back to something with a bit more of their.
Can we
You know,
please stop putting known actors in my video games?
Yeah,
though?
that can get out of here. Give me the actual gameplay footage and not fucking 19 hours of fucking cinematics. I wanna
Yeah, no,
see
this
the
Yeah.
shit right here
animates.
pisses me off. Like, it's like faux gameplay.
Look at her shoes.
Yeah, it's faux gameplay. Yeah.
Look at her shoes.
Yes,
They're
well,
sneakers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, man, but look, it's a game. It's not a movie. All right. I get if it's like a single player story. I understand you want to show off some of the story. I get it. But at least have some gameplay at the end, like, 20 to 30 seconds. Give me
Well, it's
something.
it's a Naughty Dog game, so everyone's only coming for the.
I will say though,
Good story.
with Naughty Dog, I hate to sweep for them after what they did to probably one of my favorite games of all time, The Last of Us. This right here, this scene looks a lot like their Last of Us 2 gameplay, just better.
Yeah.
Like it does. Their gameplay is fantastic. That's the only reason why if you get a copy of The Last of Us 2, that's the only reason why you should play it. The gameplay is
The
phenomenal.
this run here through the puddle with the sword out looks so much like Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, they
like-
just copied it, huh?
Like it looks like it's just like when you click sprint with Cal and how he kind of does that first
yeah,
startup
that little-
run
Yeah,
with his saber out. That's what it looks like.
yeah.
So
That's crazy. They started off as a non-fucking storytelling company at all with Crash Bandicoot.
yeah.
It's a Souls-like, Ruby. you think so?
Crash Bandicoot had a story.
There's no
it
way
was-
it's a
it was
Souls-like.
more
There's no way it's a Souls like. No, it'll be probably like a Jedi Survivor type.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It'll be a story, heavy story like the Jedi games are, but with fast combat and stuff like that. So
Don't need
I
it.
don't know.
Grumpy says, "I'll never take my home with The Last of Us
Last of
2,
Us.
for it
Yeah.
is an abomination in video games."
Hey, I'm sure the people said that the gameplay was good. They
is
upgraded The Last of Us
fantastic.
1. That people were actually mad that when they remade Last of Us 1, they didn't add in the stuff that Last of Us 2 had that would make sense, like melee dodging and like going prone and like crap like that. But
Yeah,
people, because then if you did that, it would be like, oh, okay, boom, you actually elevated it. But
straight.
Tribune
B's,
says
too.
Naughty Dogs is fucking rad, super tight gameplay. I didn't mind Last of Us 2 either. So I've talked Last of Us 2 to death. I only know the clip. I haven't played it. I only know the cliff notes of the story. But as far as like, I only hear the gameplay. Like I said, people like. So it's like, if you're cool with the story, then whatever. It depends on what you are, right? If you are story first, gameplay first, right? What do you,
It's
you
a
over-
game, man.
you know? So
Um,
some people forgive Last of Us 2, I believe, out of gameplay premise and stuff.
it just
but it just-
depends, man, because The Last of Us is very story heavy with great gameplay. So
Ruby says it's a Souls-like game because Neil Druckmann made a statement about Souls-like games with Elden Ring won Game of the Year. He was hinting at making a similar game.
yeah, you
He's a
don't
hack.
know, Ruby.
If
He's
he,
a hack.
Look, man, I think it depends on the game. If we're talking about a single player game that has a story mode and everything, I mean, I want the story to be good, but at the same time, it's still a game, so you got to have some good gameplay in there, of course.
Yes.
But I think
Gameplay
it,
gotta be
I think it-
tight, but the story drives you moving forward to enjoy the game.
yeah, like if you were to like, force me to pick which one, I can handle mediocre gameplay, but I want a really good story.
In something like Naughty Dog, yeah, give me a good story because they're gonna have a pretty tight game loop.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Stray Bean says, I stopped playing games for about 12 years after the PS1. Trailers for Arkham Knight and Last of Us 1 pulled me back with the PS4. That's a big leap for you there, Stray Beans. Like,
Well, that's how he had a kid, so makes sense.
Damn.
Also, anyone in the chat, click the Q&A at the top of the chat to ask us any questions for the end of the show, more about game stuff or whatever. But
Ask me anything.
so Stray Bean says, I was having sex. That'll do it.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah, I get
gross,
it.
bro.
That was a
It's disgusting, man.
you sick perv.
My dick
Continuing
touches
news
nothing.
from
It's
the
my
Game
dick.
Awards, Astrobot ended up winning
Ugh.
Game of the Year.
Oh,
Astrobot's fun as shit, though.
So-
Game of the year, though? I mean, game of the year fun? Come
Ugh.
on.
So
Path
I
of Exile 2
was
just came out. I've been playing the fuck out
I
of that.
was
Sorry.
on one way of it, right? Where it's like, okay, that was a surprise, right? But then someone kind of pointed out that it was a message to PlayStation, because the story behind Astrobot was that they had to like tell Sony that they wanted to make this game and have it be this normal like platformer with the that kind of vibe, that family game that didn't try to be this overly ambitious, big thing, and it's still won Game of the Year, right? So that basically this is a way to tell Sony to dial it back and try to make tighter, more focused kind of games almost. Not in that I mean like they meant to do it in this way, but it's just like it's a good thing that it won basically for that reason. This article has been sitting here for a while, but the idea that the Borderlands 3 and Elder Scrolls Online director said that AAA game studios are playing it safe since you have people who get nervous because big money is involved, and that basically what he was saying is that when you have these big franchises, like the developers don't. It's the suits that control the. They kind of control the game, and the Astrobot was kind of the antithesis of that, where it was meant. It was basically like a, we want to make a Nintendo style Mario, like just nice game. We didn't try to make a Horizon, make your Last of Us, make all that. So, yeah. And like I said, people were surprised, but I mean, in the end, it had to be this way. If you think about it, like it had to be this way. So we'll see what this brings out of Sony. And there's a couple funny memes of like there was a shot of Phil Spencer, the Xbox guy, sitting in the crowd, and he's just like it's just like looking all dejected. It's like Sony won Game of the Year and thanked Nintendo like during their speech. So it's like you're just over it. Poor Xbox.
They were always a stepchild.
Like especially now when they're like moving all their exclusives to the other consoles, and it's like
They had like a decade of relevance.
Poor
The Xbox, with the first Xbox, when Xbox Live was out, that was probably their peak. Around
No, I'd say probably the 360.
Yeah, I was gonna
360
say into the
360 is
360.
the peak. Yeah.
Yeah, 360 was peak. That was the last Xbox I bought, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't have I wouldn't have swapped to Sony. I wouldn't have been a Sony fanboy if it hadn't been for Bloodborne.
Dude, I was just,
Yeah.
yep, exactly.
I bought Bloodborne, and then I was like, wow, man, this console is a lot more fun, a lot less clunky for some reason.
Yeah. And if you really want to get into it, like what game that came out this year has two characters from Bloodborne in it? It's Astrobot, right? Like, so, like
That's a stretch,
you
Wizard.
gotta respect the
stretch.
bot. You gotta respect him.
It's
I
just a
ain't
fun ass
respect
fucking
shit.
game, dude.
They
I didn't
also
get my Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm a sour, bitter.
they also
bitch.
during the Game Awards
Let
like,
it go.
they updated Astrobot to add even more characters you can find. So they added Peter and Miles, like just straight up, like just Spider-Man and Miles Morales, and you can find them. And they added Gex, as well.
Oh
Hey,
damn!
That's random.
And so
That's
they
a
added, I
deep
think, like
cut.
5 or 6 more. But yeah, so it's it's cool.
Gex was awesome.
Mortar said he did like Stray. It reminded him of classic side scrolling. Stray was all right. It's just short and
I'm a Mortal Kombat guy. Grumpy.
Blue Gundam asked if any of us play Tekken. I do not play Tekken.
Oh, I thought Grumpy asked it.
I have played Tekken. I've not picked up the new one.
I love Tekken though, but I just don't really play it anymore. It's too fucking hard.
We used to play it all the time when I was a kid.
Yoshimitsu is my favorite fighting game character though.
What does Phil care? He wants to make a console have all Xbox games beyond anything that can get internet. Did anyone actually play Astrobot? I mean, come on, there's better stuff than that. I mean, people who did play Astrobot,
I played it.
like it was good, you know. So
It's a good game. I would,
Yeah.
but I just don't know like the true.
oh,
Category.
that's what Mordred was saying. Stray, he was telling Stray Beans that he played it. Yeah, I was thinking the Stray the cat game. That's also a good game, but like I said, you don't see.
Yeah, I don't really know if Astrobot is the game of the year, but it's like what came out this year.
Yeah, but someone also pointed out that it was like another win for Sony. That the whole like the joke was the PS5 having no games, right? Astrobot was the game, right? So it's like PS5 has one game. That game wins Game of the Year. Like Sony wins. Like,
Well played, Sony.
you're gonna
I'm
joke about
sensing
us
some
now.
bias.
But I
and
mean,
then
if your other competition is a DLC and a fucking like card game,
well,
do you want?
Final Fantasy remake sequel and
get it out of here.
what was
Fuck
the other one?
you.
What was the
Fuck
one everyone
you.
thought would win?
No,
Black-
fuck you.
Wukong.
No, fuck. No, fuck. You know what? You know what?
Suck 'em
You
my
know what?
dicks.
Cut the stream off. This is about to get serious.
About
Anyway,
to get
so
back room.
you know that happens at the Game Awards. You get some random surprises like that, like when that one It Takes Two won Game of the Year. That was a surprise. Which that was also another platformer.
Ninja Gaiden is the fucking shit. Mordred Kane.
It's a hard
Yeah.
game.
Indeed.
Yeah, they announced a new Ninja Gaiden at the Game Awards as well.
Oh, did they?
Yep, a return to the classic side scroller type Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
You guys are mispronouncing it. It's not Ninja Gaiden. It's Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, all right. Moving on
Square Enix
to our-
sucks.
to our DC news. This has been sitting here also for a while, but David Ayer defends push for Suicide Squad director's cut judge once you have all the information.
Who cares about Suicide Squad in 2024? Almost.
Well, that's
2025?
David Ayer is the one, and the small dozens of David Ayer fans that are pushing for the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad.
David Ayer. It's more
Yeah,
like
maybe-
David Ayer you out.
Yeah, you better watch how you talk about David Ayer. But sorry, but I think if he would have dropped this, was it like 5 years most after the original came out, I would have been interested. But it's like way too far gone now.
yeah, this is really just piggybacking off of Snyder's hype and stuff, right? And
I'm sorry, but the
Actually,
Snyderverse is dead. Get over it.
When did this come
Especially-
out? The original?
2016.
It's been that long.
Yeah, I knew it'd been a minute.
Of his 2016 Warner Brothers feature. Yep. So yeah.
Fuck, I'm
2016.
old.
It's a
Yeah.
little more than 5 years, but
Almost been a decade.
That's crazy.
Stray Bean said, fucking Snyder bros. I generally don't know if they're worse than Ripitards.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm
I
sick. I'm
can-
sick of the Snyder people. Like, it's over. I like, you can enjoy it all you want, but it's done. It's dead. Put a fork in
Yeah.
it. It's cooked.
when a social media user responded that Ayer would need to release his own cut if the original film had been strong on its own, the filmmaker replied, "The best version simply has not been seen. I know how difficult it is for someone outside the industry to comprehend how insanely different two cuts of a film can be. If you dislike what you've seen, here's an opportunity to see what I actually intended and then judge once you have all the information." I just love it. It's like we should have made it good then first, stupid.
Well, that's not like all his fault though.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's all the same. Like, what if we see the Ayer cut and it's like, oh god, this
Even
is
worse.
yeah, and it's like there's a reason we cut stuff too, David Ayer, right?
Was he also the director?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh yeah, you done fucked up.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's why he's the director's cut. That's why he's pushing for the.
Did he write it as well?
I don't know about that, but directors generally get the. You know, they kind of get that writer.
Well, because
Right,
he wrote for like he was a writer for Batman. He wrote Batman Begins, didn't he? Oh no, never mind. I get them completely mixed up.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So, not you know, as DC moves on from the Snyderverse and all that it created, all the muck everyone got stuck in. You know, we got new stuff coming out. You know, villain movies aren't totally impossible because DC announced a Clayface. It was originally announced as a series, but has since been announced as a movie.
Lame.
Has officially greenlit a feature
The
film.
movies are
feature
good,
film. A feature film centered around Clayface, the shape-shifting Batman villain, from a script written by Dr. Sleep filmmaker Mike Flanagan, and it's said to be a horror movie. With
That's interesting.
like a body horror type kind of thing, and then a like a
Yeah, it sounds
real
awesome, but I just
that
want to
could
see him in
work.
a Batman movie.
That could
live
work.
action.
live action.
Oh, never mind. I retract
So-
my statement where I said
Yeah, it's
they're
not gonna
good
be-
at their movies.
So the thing was with this, I was watching a thing about it, and it's interesting when you think about Clayface as like as being like an adapted character. He's on par with like Joker at like he's in like every cartoon. He's in like
Yeah,
you know,
everywhere.
he's always the one that like everyone like you. Some people skip. I think the only show he's not in is like Batman Beyond, which is like already like different, but because Joker's in that,
Yeah,
it
but you
counts.
got
But
basically
like,
got ink for him.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like as far as like his like appearance, I don't know. He's probably not in Beware the Batman though, but no one really was. But
I want to get
Nice.
into that show. It has an interesting rose gallery.
yeah, like but and that was like I was like, hey, like it's random, right? That to pick Clayface, but at the same time, like you can do a lot with it. But to give him his own movie, I don't know about that. Like if he was the villain, it was rumored he was going to be the villain of the Batman.
I know.
Two.
He totally fucked it.
Yeah. Then he's not, and then he's also going to be in Creature Commandos as well. So,
Are we about to get the Clayface overexposure now?
yeah, that's what I'm also feeling like. Is like, are we going to head towards Clayface fatigue here pretty soon?
He needs to. I would love to see him in a horror Batman movie. Like that's the movie, Batman fighting through like a horror type film to catch the Clayface.
Yeah. Even if you want to like combine his all of his characters to be like the serial killer original Basil Carlo, or like
That would be
whatever
awesome.
and then he's a guy with a messed up face like Cape Crusader had, or it's your Matt Hagen big clay monster man like we are accustomed to. You know, you could do a lot with that, but like Matt Hagen was the one that's like in love with a mannequin woman and he's all like crazy.
That's,
You know,
yes, that's like
you
the
could do
third
that too.
one.
You know, like there's a couple ways you can go about it, but
That one was Creep Town as fuck. I love that comic.
yeah, so we'll see what happens. I guess my question would be that if what Joker style villain movie would you go for? Like what would you rather have? Like than
I'm over it. Just make your own characters at that point, man.
well, you say that because like if you had like a Two-Face, right? Like Two-Face could carry his own movie, but what I really kind of want is a Mr. Freeze movie.
We already had that.
Yeah. What?
Superior Mr. Freeze with Schwarzenegger.
Well, he's in a movie. I'm talking about like a movie.
The Ice Age.
Just
No, the whole plot
Just
was
Mr.
based around him, though.
yeah, it was, but you still had it was interrupted with George Clooney.
Yeah, it was interrupted with that stupid Batman bullshit.
With
I get
Stupid
you.
Batman. Yeah, I just want
Yeah.
you could do a lot with just
That movie
like
could've
going
been
off of the
awesome.
animated series
Only
know,
if Arnold
vibes.
Schwarzenegger is recast as Mr. Freeze.
Arnold Schwarzenegger could probably nail a Mr. Freeze like
Yeah, he could do a
dramatic
serious
role
Mr. Freeze.
if he wanted to. Yeah, he was just not. It was Joel Schumacher didn't want that back then. You know,
Yeah,
DC
he
didn't
probably
want that.
wouldn't probably be the best choice for like a serious
Get out.
dramatic
Kick him.
Mr. Freeze, but
Kick this guy. Kick
He
this
could've did it.
hack.
fuck off.
You paper drawing hack.
Sack me holes.
Wait, is there a weird
well-
Scottish cartoon character in here?
Yeah, he's a
Beefy
clown.
says Mr. Freeze in an animated series movie. Yeah, but that's not like Batman's in it.
Sub-Zero.
I'm talking about like you're giving
You're talking about
giving him a Joker, a Penguin style solo. Just
Now,
you know,
wait a minute. Is
It
this
just
film
makes
tied
me want
into
to see
the?
Batman.
This isn't tied into the Batman continuity, is it?
this won't. No, this is not Reeves verse. This is DCU.
Okay,
that
'cause
makes
know
me
this is
less
some
interested
rumors.
in it.
Yeah,
I know there
this
was
is
some
Gunverse.
rumors about Clayface being the villain.
The
of
the villain in
Batman
Batman
movie.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
honestly, it pisses me. It sounds interesting, and I love horror, and I would love a horror Batman.
I love
but
horse too.
I would more so prefer a
Amen.
horror like Batman film with Clayface in it as the horror villain.
Yeah.
And he was leaning into that for the second film, but then he strayed away from that for fucking Two-Face again. Are you kidding me?
Straight Bean says, "Remember Bane from Batman and Robin, an 8-episode HBO series for him, please."
That would be awesome.
That would
Yeah.
be. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I've seen at this point. I've seen weirder.
Honestly, like if you wanted, you know, a Bane thing could also work, right? Like if
Just
like
lean
have
into
him
the weird rogues gallery.
have him
man.
young and
Yes.
Peñaduro. Give
Like stop
Mad
doing this
Hatter
serious.
can kind of hit it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it-
isn't there some weird implications with Mad Hatter?
Well, yeah,
though?
in Mad Hatter's
Yes.
an incel, creepy, like rapist guy.
Yes.
And
Great villain.
Great villain. Like,
Great
this thing-
villain, but I don't know
that's
if I
the-
want him to have his own show.
Villain
that's
or
the-
hero?
that's the thing, Jesker, is like these are going to be villain shows. You have to make them evil. Granted, if it was
Yeah,
Mr. Freeze and
I know
Two-Face, you can go
that.
into the tragedy of them. But otherwise, like
I know that, but I don't think I want that for the
a
Mad Hatter specifically.
Clockwork Orange style Mad Hatter thing to
Yes.
be just kind of like fucked
That's the
up.
only
like,
way you make him like an imposing or interesting kind of threat.
he
Ruby, do you
mind
not listen to
controls
us?
women and stuff.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jesus, man.
Okay, so we're talking like Bryan Cranston would have been good, but like a few years ago. He's probably
For
not
Mr.
bad
Freeze?
now, but yeah, Mr. Freeze.
I don't think so.
I-
I think
I
you'd
t-
play into that too much of that like Breaking Bad scenario.
I tell you
Um,
who would have been good for Mr. Freeze, like back in the early 2000s, hell, even the mid 2000s.
Pauly Shore.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick
Patrick
Stewart's
Stewart's the
Patrick-
obvious choice.
Patrick
Oh.
Stewart, I feel like would have tried too hard.
He would have nailed it, but he'd been too small.
Ben Kingsley.
I'm saying
Ben
like
Kingsley's
the,
not
the whole-
bad.
the whole tragedy with his wife and everything. Patrick Stewart could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree.
yeah, Patrick Stewart's a great actor, but it's
Yeah.
sometimes you
Yeah,
You
but
kinda
Patrick
takes-
Stewart would also do the English accent.
yeah,
I've never heard him do an American accent in any role.
I'm cool with that.
Um,
I mean, he's got the look. He still has
well,
the
he-
look. for
yeah,
the
he-
he
part.
has
well,
the look
would-
for sure.
in the newer continuity they made him like German or something. He has like a German.
Isn't
they
that
made
a
him like a
callback to the old
The 60
campy? Yeah,
the
yeah.
66, yeah.
Yeah.
They made him like in at least in I think only in White Knight they made him like a Nazi that was like
Ooh.
lived like a Nazi
yeah.
scientist. It's like don't like ruin my Mr. Freeze with that's just a lame.
Well,
Like
now,
can't he just be a guy that was like that had his
No,
What do you
wife
yeah,
sick
have,
and he
now
what do you
he's
have
in it.
against his history?
he's Cynic's favorite Batman villain now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Rick
wrong?
Moranis, Mr. Freeze. is
Let's
the
say
only
you've
option.
got to bake 6 million cookies, right?
Okay, we don't. Okay,
Wait,
well, let's
wait.
not get the stream.
Well,
Let's get the stream removed.
So,
River
about-
King says we
about
already
high
had
school.
an
About-
Got them.
we already had an
Cape
incel vote as
Crusaders.
the Riddler. Riddler kind of sucked in the Batman too. I'll be honest.
He was all right.
we already had the incel one in Joker.
The joke, yeah, yeah. Like Mad Hatter could work for that. It's just a lot of it's marketability, and Clayface is not the marketability
I want Johnny
Guy.
Depp for the Mad Hatter just because he played the Mad Hatter.
that wouldn't be bad if he
I
played
could
like a
roll
creepy
with that.
version of it. That's
Yeah,
not
I agree.
bad.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
thing
so-
with Riddler in
Yeah.
general is he's too much like the Joker. Like, especially in
They-
the Batman. How are you gonna do the Joker now?
Although you know what, I did a video like, gosh, it's been a while now.
Shameless
Where-
promotion.
Where I
Shameless
did
plug.
where I did.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Bat
my
Boy's
name
sick,
is
Grumpy.
George, and I'm here to do a plug. No,
Yeah, come on, guys. I mean, come on. I mean,
So
what?
I did a video where I like cast like James Gunn's new DC universe, and I actually had Johnny Depp in there as Brainiac.
Oh,
Wow,
interesting.
that's a leap.
That's interesting. Okay.
I
No,
need
so,
to pick
with-
the Riddler or
I remember when Depp was cast as the Riddler for a time. Yeah.
Riddler or Mad Hatter.
Depp, I
um,
just want him to enjoy beating.
Depp
Amber
could
Heard.
honestly hit the Joker.
Yeah, but
I-
I think he. I don't think he would play it serious enough.
I think Leonardo DiCaprio could do the Joker.
Because I want a cool
Yeah.
like crime boss Joker again, right? Like
William Dafoe.
we've seen crazy psychotic murder clown enough. I wanted just a guy that's like gonna have a criminal empire, right?
Jack Nicholson.
Like Jack Nicholson was exactly like he.
Honestly, if you want that, then I would say William Dafoe or Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, yeah,
could play that type of
Defoe's been
Joker.
cast for a long time, but he could only do his
Leonardo
voice work now.
DiCaprio
He's
is,
too
probably in
old.
hot water right now.
But
Well, that's true, but I mean,
That's-
he's got the look.
Yeah, like Grumpy points out, like Willem Dafoe, like Willem Dafoe would have been great just years ago. It's too late now. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
like say what you will about him being Goblin again, and he was great, but you gotta, I want like a younger, but also not kind of Joker. I don't know, but,
Leonardo
A younger,
DiCaprio.
hipper, skinny jean wearing.
but also like
Joker.
not the super. Well, yeah, like the
How do you
tattoos
feel
on his
about
forehead
Adam
and
Driver?
Yeah.
As
Adam
Joker?
Driver as Joker.
No,
I don't hate it.
Right?
As Joker.
Right?
I don't
As
hate
crime
it.
Boss, like
As a crime boss, yeah.
I'd rather have Leo as a
I'd
Joker
have to
than as
hear him
Driver.
get-
straight beans, dude. Tilda Swinton could be anything, dude. She's a beast.
I'd have to hear him get like campy too, because I still want the Joker to be kind of like just Jack Nicholson style. Where he's like he could still be like,
You know
Matt
what?
Damon.
goofy and clowny, but he'd like still
Matt
shoot you.
Damon.
And,
You know what? I don't think I've ever heard Adam Driver laugh.
All right.
come to think of it,
He stretches acting chops, dude.
yeah. So anyway, yeah. So more DC news. The poster for Superman came out, showing us. This is honestly what we should have saw, like
Yes.
first.
I love this.
That
Like-
that picture he released of him putting or taking off the boots sucked ass.
Yeah, it was awful.
Totally too ambiguous and black.
Yeah,
This just screams Superman to me. I love
Yeah.
this.
bright colors, the blue, the reds, the looking up, the everything about
I'm
it.
actually excited for this now.
Yeah, and then we had a synopsis. James Gunn takes on original superhero as the newly imagined DC universe with a singular blend of epic action, humor, and heart, delivering a Superman who's driven by compassion and inherent belief in the goodness of humankind, telling all Snyder fans to suck it and to go back
Well,
to.
I'm not gonna suck nothing.
I love
you
this.
gotta
I'm
suck
loving
it,
this.
Snowman.
I'm not
Man of
sucking it.
Steel, suck.
You're gonna suck it,
No.
so man.
I still
You're
love
gonna
suck
you're
it.
gonna
Still.
suck
I don't care
that
what
You're
anyone
gonna
big,
suck it.
hairy, long Kryptonian. You know what? Never mind. Let me just.
Nope,
Jesus-
keep going,
Jesus-
dude. I'm getting
Jesus
bricked
Christ.
up.
Yeah, you're
Anyway.
you're gonna have to, Snowman. Sorry, guys. Them's the
No,
rules.
Snyder fans aren't happy. I've been seeing them on Twitter coping. It's
They're
really funny.
never happy.
They've never
um,
been happy.
they weren't happy with what Snyder gave them. David Cornsweat convinced James Gunn to give Superman the trunks. Superman wants kids not to be afraid of him, so he dresses like a professional wrestler. He dresses in a way that makes people unafraid of him. And people,
I don't like
That's
that.
retarded.
well, so the idea
'Cause
was
his
that
mom
it's-
made his costume.
well, I mean, like we don't know what the origin's going to be. I'm not saying that that's what he's going to do in the movie, but that's just what the actor was like. Nah, like he's got this godly power and he's like,
Oh, I
Uh,
gotcha. Yeah.
I don't have to dress like Snyder, like Man of Steel just was so the suit was ugly, the colors were muted. It was just I'm gonna have to
I'll
rewatch
agree
that.
with that.
I have to rewatch
Yeah,
that.
and the
movie
guy who
and see
played
stuff.
Superman was terrible.
You're
Hack.
dumb.
No, Cavill was great. He was just given a bad direction. Bad
He's
direction.
shorter than Ruby King. How could he be great?
Henry Cavill
That's
would
short.
have been
Not that short.
could have potentially
No,
been
he's
the
not
best.
short at all.
He could have potentially been the best Superman ever if he just had a better script and story to work with.
Yeah. Beefy points out Man of Steel wasn't good.
I
You can
love Man of
tell
Steel.
in the poster that the wrinkles in the suit have been CGI'd out. Yeah, but everyone like that happens in Captain America, or like the new Captain America suit has that neck piece that they CGI to actually be tight on his neck because if he turns it, it puffs out. That you're gonna get that, right? Like we'll see what it looks like in motion stuff. But we do have a teaser trailer. You know, the full trailer comes out tomorrow. But we were given a trailer. We see Lois here and the Daily Planet, which someone pointed out how big of an upgrade that the Daily Planet was, because in like the Snyderverse it was a black square just a Daily Planet on it. Like didn't even try to give it the little thing at the top. Like you gotta have it. Like Superman Returns and like Smallville and but like, Superman Returns had this, and it was the only one really of the movies to do it.
I agree, Ruby King. I'm not a huge Superman fan either.
Beat Superman movies. Best Superman movie, Superman 4 with Nuclear. Yeah, Nuclear Man was actually kind of cool as a
I
kid.
fucking
Then you
love that movie.
Then you grow up and realize how much that movie sucks.
It does suck, but that fight scene on the moon is so cool.
Yeah. But
That's the only good part of that movie.
yeah,
Best
then we
Superman
see
movie is the one they didn't ever make.
Can't Grant here. The Nicolas Cage one.
Cage. Yes, Ben Affleck was a great Batman. I don't care what anyone says, straight beans.
People were no joke mad about this exact frame of him flying like in the thing here. They were let's see if I can grab it. Zoom. It was so fast I zoomed past it. Yeah, like they're mad about that exact frame. I can't grab it, but because they're
flying
like
through the Fortress of Solitude.
someone zoomed in. It was like, you got to be kidding me. And it was like, people were like, what are we supposed to be seeing here? And it was like the hair kind of stuck out in some way.
Oh, God.
And then someone said like Snyder would never have a shot like this or something like that. And it was like that exact shot is in like Man of Steel when he's flying, in like when he's learning to fly for the first time.
Yeah, it's got to be because a lot of the scene is shot exactly like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like that it's bright too. You know, I like that there's some actual color in the, which someone did point out this looks CW-ish, and I'm not going to lie and say that it doesn't. Like this, as someone was subjected to many a CW show, I've seen this kind of thing before.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be set in like the 70s, right?
We never got full confirmation on that. Was our
Them colors.
canon.
Stop like setting superhero pieces in like times period. I like them when they're more timeless. Like Batman the animated series could take it place in any time.
Yeah, but at the same, like, if they're not going to do it as a period piece, they're going to do it as a modern day thing. Like that's just what they're going to do.
Yeah, in modern day, you have an excuse to not put a whole lot of agenda stuff in a period piece from like the 60s or 70s.
Yeah, and
that was when the civil rights movement was going on.
Not in the 70s.
60s though, right? Oh yeah, not 70s.
Anyway, so with the period piece with the superhero thing, you also don't have like to have to worry about like social media and like don't have to worry about cell phone having some type of like, well, how come this is happening if we have this now, right? Or something like that, where you can be like, no, this is back before all that, right? And it makes it easier to do stuff like that. So
oh shit, Jim's the Matrix. Well, guess what, Jim? I'm the architect, brother.
Woo boy. Get rocked.
No, I gave Jim a wrench earlier when he showed up, just to mark him. I'm trying to give a little blue wrench for them to pin to their shirts as they walk around. Chris Bacon says, "Why is a black man not falling through a car in this?" Yeah, like.
Oh, it's just this dude's not a creative writer.
The Iowa trailer.
Yeah, where's our Richard Pryor?
I am in this trailer. I'm built. It's building hype for me. Like just Superman in general. This movie's it's getting me. And as I kind of put this, it's like we're getting more DC hype. While we're getting MCU fatigue, right?
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
There was just an article that came out that I don't know if I still have it in here, but yeah, Chris Evans was we talked about last week that he's coming back for Avengers, and then it came out here from Deadline that Chris Evans was initially planned to return as Captain America in a new standalone film alongside Haley Atwell. A story for that film could not be nailed down. So I don't know if this is a cope leak where they are trying to say like, no, this isn't desperation. Let's bring back. We always were gonna bring back Chris Evans. We're not.
No, you weren't.
Nah.
You know, like so.
Didn't they kill him off in one of the series?
They kill him off in the back, like off screen.
Yeah, but
they just say he's dead when they could also just have always proclaimed that he just was faking his death and living as an old man, or he took a de-aging serum or whatever. You know,
de-aging serum, more like it.
So anyway, yeah. So in this MCU fatigue still hasn't, no one's really shook off of it. You got your No Way Homes and your Deadpool 3s that people have enjoyed, your Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3s as well, but no one's still kind of like, yay, Marvel thing. But this DC thing, people are kind of they're turning their eyes to it. Granted, you have your Snyder fans that hate fun and want everyone to die, but like the Creature Commandos, people are liking that. And once Creature Commandos also introduces some weird like lore stuff with like just the way Gunn decided to do his DC universe, where it's like, yeah, my stuff's all canon, but everyone else's isn't. Like, okay, Gunn. Like, Creature Commandos talks about the Suicide Squad movie. This was the shot. People did not like the loose strands of hair or something, but Creature Commandos talks about the Suicide Squad movie, Gunn's Suicide Squad movie, that where it happened, but yet that would also mean that the Suicide Squad movie happened, the David Ayer one, but it doesn't, because Gunn doesn't want it to, right? Like it's like all right, Gunn, like what are we doing here, And so yeah, so no, I mean, as of right now, before seeing the trailer tomorrow, probably might go to see this. So we'll
go
see
it.
Oh yeah.
If you want to do it for the show, I'll go see it. Yeah. If you want to do like a full Wow Wednesday review or like a special day, just a full review show of it, I'll go watch it.
Yeah. We can we'll me and my brother might go, or I'll go to the theater here at some point, but
with a lady.
I don't know if I'll be able to watch it like right when it comes out, but we'll see what happens.
When's the release
couldn't you
date?
watch it right when it comes out?
Because I don't have transport to.
What if I got you an Uber?
What if I got you a
What
Hogan?
if we got you a bicycle?
What about a jetpack?
I don't. Well, you have to teach me how to ride
skateboard?
One. Well, that would be easier to walk probably.
What about rollerblades? I got rollerblades.
I definitely can't do those.
Can you crab walk fast?
Can you
Superman.
Crab walk? What if I gave you a bass guitar and taught you how to crab walk?
Can you teach me how to Dougie?
Yeah, Dougie there.
Yeah, just Dougie.
July 11th. That's when.
Okay.
You
got plenty of time to get there, dude.
Yeah, you got plenty of time to learn how to use rollerblades.
Chris Bacon says Karate Kid Legends trailer dropped. Show something worth a shit. I mean, so I will say that I haven't seen a single second of any Karate Kid movie. Fight me.
Congratulations.
But
I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to give you a round of applause.
Yeah, Karate Kid was okay. And then
I will say the idea, I like Karate Kid, how Karate Kid is handled as a franchise now, because it like came back right with the Cobra Kai, and how it's like, from what I see, like Karate Kid fans enjoy the new stuff they're getting because they're like treating with respect. Even that Karate Kid Legends has Jackie Chan in it. The Jackie Chan from the 2010 Karate Kid reboot, which has now been retroactively added into the canon of the other Karate Kid movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
but like it's because all these old 60-year-old dudes loved Karate Kid and they're cheering on white slavery from a Japanese man exploiting this young Italian boy.
I respect that.
So, but I will say just like it's like yeah, like they seem to respect the fans in the Karate Kid franchise, all dozens of them.
All 7 or 8 of you guys. Congratulations.
That's really all of our major news, but I've had a lot piled up that we can just hit, I suppose,
Let's hit it.
because we
See what you got.
won't be doing a WoW Wednesday next week, and
Yep.
then for the one after that will be the first of 2025. So that will be more about the year in review and just talking about like what happened this year, what our predictions for probably next year.
Cynic's gonna go viral again.
Probably. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just rolling around the
Just-
internet saying stuff, and
Just keeps
Yeah.
happening, right?
I have no clue what's
I'm waiting
going
for
on.
it to happen to me.
Been there.
Say shit all the time.
I think you're shadow banned. You're too hot. You know
That's
what
what
I
it
mean?
is. Yeah, I'm too. Yeah. Just too
Yeah, this
scared
came
of my
out.
power.
Pixar has removed a transgender character storyline from their new series Win or Lose.
Womp
Quoted as to say, when it comes to animated content for a younger audience, we recognize that many parents would prefer to discuss certain subjects with their children on their own terms and timeline. And people are not happy that they're calling Disney cowards, that they are fake woke, and that they they've kowtowed to the
The
chuds
majority
or whatever.
You mean
know?
you mean the majority of America, the people that actually spend money on films, they finally said, "Wait a minute. These guys don't buy films or movie tickets or video
shit.
games. And these other people do." Weird. It's ridiculous.
so like I said, people apparently like the storyboard discussing film turned off the replies to this, by the way, but apparently
Damn.
storyboards are out of it. I don't know the full thing of it. I mean, we had this also with the Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur thing, where they had a whole episode about it that got cut because, you know, like as Vito said on Biggest Problem, it's like, it's over, guys. Like like back it up. It's over. You pushed too hard and the window moved, the pendulum swung back. Like,
Yeah.
over, guys.
You pushed it too far to where it circled right back around on you.
Yeah. And more Disney news, a live action Tangled is in the works with The
How are you
Greatest
gonna-
Showman working talks to direct.
How are you gonna? I mean, I guess you could do it. I just feel like it'd be weird.
Just we're giving up at this point. Like,
Yeah.
all right, do what you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in almost anything Disney's been putting out. Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to be like, okay, yeah, cool. Let's check that out. But now it's
It's all just computer animated bullshit now.
Yeah, which I will say that I've seen stuff about Klaus on Netflix. It's an older movie from a year or so ago, but that's like hand drawn animation snowman. It looks really good. Story's great too, but it's kind of like an old school Disney kind of style animation.
I wish I could draw like that and or
Yeah.
animate even like that. It'd be crazy.
But so it's like, like, you know,
I'm glad you
people
can't.
still you'll still
I
want
would
to
be
make
too
those.
powerful, dude. I shadow ban myself.
He has to put limiters on himself. Jesker, I
Yeah,
believe,
y'all
is
had to
still.
play.
Jesker's not here currently.
Jesker,
but,
shut up.
yeah. Jesus, Jessica, you talk too much.
God.
But Wicked Part 2 has been retitled to Wicked for Good in theaters November 21st, 2020.
Why do that? That makes no sense.
So someone pointed out that someone said like, oh no, it's going to happen again. And we're going to get Wicked. It's Albatha all along or whatever. Like,
Oh,
like it's like doing what Agatha was, where they kept changing the subtitle like every
Yeah,
couple of months.
yeah. Wicked for Good is dumb. That makes just Wicked Part 2.
Yeah, Wicked
Yeah.
for Good should be the fourth one, obviously.
Or Wicked Continued, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Wicked till the end, or Wicked forever.
Yeah.
Mute
Jester, please.
Is that him making that?
Yeah. Just
Man's fell asleep.
He fall asleep on us?
I think so, man. Sleepy guy.
He's been streaming too much.
Sleepy bear. You got to drink a lot of energy drinks and water.
Man's got fibromyalgia.
All right. Well, he's missing the Star Wars news as Dave Filoni confirms Mandalorian and Grogu has wrapped filming in theaters May 22nd, 2026.
Is anybody hyped for this anymore?
It's a long time to sit on a movie, but no, not after that season 3, man.
Oh my God. 3. Yeah, I just realized that 2026? Holy.
Yeah, May of 2026.
So it's not wrapped. There's no way it's done. They've got to be
filming
doing,
is wrapped. This is going to be 99% CGI.
Oh, Jesus. So yeah, all they did was film 2 scenes and the rest
that title is terrible.
Yeah, man, The Mandalorian and Grogu, yeah. Like, it should have just been The Mandalorian, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know.
Just make it the Grogu movie. That's all anybody wants anyway.
Mandalorian subtitle, you know, the Dark Galaxy, whatever, like something like
Mandalorian,
cool, you know?
the baby kidnapper. So that's what he is. He kidnapped that baby.
And then we got news out of that Jeremy Allen White has reportedly been cast as Rada the Hutt in The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Which is he kind of looks like him.
Well, this is like a legit like article too, which is like this. So this is
he's a goofball.
This is Jabba's son from the Clone Wars movie. So this is
oh my God,
really,
man.
That is an out of pocket pick there.
That is.
Bacon says Solo was the best Star Wars movie since the original trilogy.
No, Rogue
One was pretty good.
Rogue One was good.
Was fantastic. Actually, none of them are good. None of the Star Wars are good. Not one. You're all insane for watching those movies.
The first one is good. New Hope is good, and then it's all down.
None of them are good.
Speaking of a good trilogy, I've been sitting on this one for a while, and I was saving it for if I ever needed to just rant about something, or if I was ever hosting the show on my own.
I will never let you do that.
One new Pirates of the Caribbean movie script currently in development may include Johnny Depp returning as Jack Sparrow if Disney and him reconcile.
It's the only way I'll go see it.
Disney has not reached out to Depp yet.
That's the only way I'll go see it. That's it.
As you know, Cynic and so many can attest, I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
No, you?
I love the trilogy. 4 and 5 are not as good. The biggest problems with 4 and 5 is the Depp's personal problems he was going through with Amber Heard. He was really kind of phoning it in, and they were also kind of weak scripts anyway. They definitely didn't intend for them to be more than
D-Wrench Summer Swan.
More than 3. I would watch Star Wars before I'd watch Wicked. She's been very anti-Wicked.
For no reason, she'd love it.
Some people just can't hold their streaming. Jesker, you know, Jesker went not streaming for a while, and he's
really been going at it.
He tuckered himself out. You know,
poor little guy.
Little Jesker, little Jesker.
I mean, it's a muscle you've got to exercise. I'm not gonna lie, you've got to be able to, keep it going, man.
So
man. So how are you feeling about this? Are you gonna go see it if it's recast with Johnny Depp?
Okay, so if Johnny Depp comes back,
you gonna turn from Wizard of Wordplay to Pirate of Puns?
I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but
He does.
I've made the Pirate of Puns thing before. I said it literally yesterday. I did last night.
I was busy.
You were on the stream when it happened.
Yeah, no, I was busy.
Yeah.
Mom, dads are fighting.
Anyway,
so if they recast it, you'll.
Okay, so if they cast him again, not recast him, cast him. Again,
well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I would need to be like, all right, I need a press release stating that this is a this will be a tribute to Pirates of the Caribbean movies that came before, and we're not going to, try to build off a new franchise, or we're not going to try to. We want to make a solid movie, right? Like, I don't know. So,
If
like
it's
I said,
not Johnny Depp.
No, I mean, even if Johnny Depp comes back, I'm not gonna. Johnny Depp is not my like. Oh, we got Johnny. Like Grumpy points out, no Depp, no pirates. I'm not that like if that does not include that if Depp comes back, then the movie is going to be good, right? Because Depp came back twice, and they're not
Pirates.
that good.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying like Depp came back for 4 and 5, and 4 and 5 aren't that good.
Right,
So.
and I was gonna say like the first Pirates is kind of like lightning in a bottle. There's a lot of like things that went to that to make it like a hit.
Well, yeah, like it never should have been as good as it was because it was based on the theme park, and pirate movies were dead in the box office.
Yeah, and Depp's character was like kind of so fresh at that time. I guess he was kind of a unique character.
It wasn't Sydney Sweeney. It was gonna be Margot Robbie. And then it was rumors coming out it was going to be Amber Heard, but that was during the stuff. So it was like, that was just a lie. But, and yeah, you can't have Jack's daughter. That's too, well, especially Ruby, Pirates 5 was it was about Will's son and Barbossa's daughter. So it was like, you already kind of did that legacy thing. So, don't. Chris says, I haven't seen any of the pirate movies. Well, you got Curse of the Black Pearl. If you don't watch Curse of the Black Pearl and enjoy it, then you can stop. But like the trilogy, Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End is great. They're great movies. But like Curse of the Black Pearl is a just S tier movie. Like great.
It's just a great film.
Time. Yeah, it's just a great movie. So good action, good comedy, and so on. So that's really everything that I had piled up. We got through it all. So there was a lot. Like I said, I was saving a lot of those because they were stray beans, blasphemes. Never liked the Pirates movies.
These
bunch of
people
haters,
tonight, man. Like I don't know what happened to this chat. They were so good, man, and these hot takes.
Yeah,
bunch of
I know we like the
roaches.
hot takes. We like the hot takes here. I asked earlier for some questions for the start of the stream. So let me see what we got. Grumpy asked earlier, is it Wow Wednesday again already? Yes, it is, Grumpy. Jim tells you, asks, what the hell is this? This is Wow Wednesday, Jim, if you're still here. Then Jim asks again, why is Cynic gay? Cynic, would you care to answer this question? The allegations against you.
Everyone is gay except me.
Yep.
Yep.
Well
except Cynic. Ruby King, why does Superman get clapped by Thor easily? Okay.
Oh no.
Wait, what was the question?
I am not going to talk about this.
What's the question?
Why does Superman get clapped by Thor easily?
Uh,
I will say though.
Move past this.
I will say it's not easy. They would take each other to the limit.
Yeah.
My belief.
It's
It's not a squad. However, it was trending on Twitter recently about whether or not Batman could beat Thor, and people were saying Batman could.
Yes.
No, Thor would kill him.
You're crazy.
Nah.
No, Thor would because Batman is a human man, and if Thor wanted to kill him, he'd be dead. However, we are not going to talk about that. We are going to move on.
You're just gonna no sell Ruby's question. I love it.
I did. I said.
We've just-
You will find
A
out
hard-fought battle.
why we are moving on. You'll find out soon enough, and you will regret.
Oh no.
Grumpy asks, if you could tell your perfect story, what era would it be in? So, Grumpy, do you mean like if I'm telling like fan fiction or like taking part in like a Marvel thing, or do you mean like if I'm telling a story, like what historical time period
90s.
do I want my story to be set in or whatever? Like,
Ancient Japanese.
Arigato.
I'm already telling the historical story, right? In the story that I'm writing that takes place during the golden age of piracy, quote unquote, right? I have another story that takes place during the 1960s, right?
Yeah,
Whatever the story is you want to tell. So, yeah. So, basically like what I would want to tell. Like, so it's like I said, Golden Age piracy, 1960s America, but fictional, right? Like romanticized. That's the like. If we're talking like strictly like pure history, like not romanticized. You guys go first. What do you guys got?
I'm serious when I say
90s
like
for
some sort of like ancient, medieval Japanese or medieval Europe, somewhere around there. I love those kind of stories.
Yeah, medieval Europe's good because you really get like gross and grimy and you can really
I love that. Yeah, give me that.
So yeah, like I said, Golden Age of Piracy is not bad, but pirate stuff is a lot of romanticized stuff, so you really have to, unless you really want to get into it, then it's like, but
I'm telling a story across all ages.
Brag about it.
I will.
So anyway, then Grumpy asks again, do any of y'all know a good site to get tricorner hat references? Clearly, I need help in that department, LOL. I use the digital thing. That doesn't help you, Grumpy. So when I was doing tricorner hats, because I told Grumpy this, I was like, I've been actually drawing a lot of them recently to do the pirate stuff. That Google Images is nice because you can get people who when they're trying to sell, like, it's product you can buy, so there's a lot of angles of it. I'm sure there's like reference photo websites. I use also like Wikimedia has just a lot of like free stock photos and stuff, and there's always a something out there. If not, you could probably buy a tricorner hat and just have it and then hold it up when you want it to get for reference, right?
Put it on random strangers and tell them to stand still while you draw it.
Yeah, and just like, hey, put this and pretend like you're crossing the Rubicon.
Yeah, that'll work. Ma'am, go over to this river and try to swim across while wearing this hat.
Grumpy asked, what is y'all's absolute 100 emoji, bar none, favorite game controller ever? PC answers are acceptable. I lean heavily towards the Super Nintendo controller and the 6-button Sega pad.
Like the original Nintendo controller, the PS5 controller is dope.
Yeah, I'm leaning more modern, man. The PS5 controller is pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Chris Bacon says NES 2 buttons is enough.
I really love the PS4 controller, but they're so cheaply made.
They're a little too small.
Yeah, but you have to get like one of the aftermarket steel kind. I forget what they're called. Those are great too.
So mine, I probably have, because I haven't had a whole lot of experience with the older consoles and stuff, right? So mine would have to be just the 360 controller.
360 is beast.
Take it all back. Yeah. No, the small original Xbox controller was fantastic. Yeah. When they changed from the Duke.
Oh yeah, that controller was dope.
That was, I think, probably the perfect controller.
Yeah, that one was dope. I missed that controller actually.
Jessica, anything you want to contribute? All right, thank you.
God.
Grumpy asked, Demon Souls or Dark Souls?
Dark Souls.
Dark.
I guess Dark Souls as well, because I haven't played Demon Souls and I only have played Dark Souls 3.
Demon Souls is great, but the Dark Souls expands so much on like.
Yeah, Dark Souls has to be like because it gets rid of like fucking world tendency or whatever.
Yeah, it gets rid of world tendency and it really expands on the ideas of Demon Souls.
It refines and opens it up.
Yep.
And Grumpy asked, y'all ever play Hollow Knight? So
yes,
Cynic, take that.
Yes,
love that game.
It's amazing.
It's creepy as shit in some parts.
Yeah, the whole story's great. The DLC's great. It's really punishing, but it's very skill based.
Yeah,
there's no farming in it. Like you have to nail. You have to learn how to play the game. There's no going and farming and getting stronger or anything like that.
Yeah, Grumpy says world tendency hurts, but it's part of the challenge.
Yeah, but I agree with that.
By that.
Yeah, Hollow Knight had a DLC where like this circus comes to town, and then like it adds
what?
Like, yeah,
that sounds creep town too.
Yeah.
So then Grumpy asked again, let me go retro for a sec. Y'all ever play Samurai Western in PS2?
I think I have.
says, find it if you haven't. It's a great and challenging game. I don't know if I've ever even heard of that.
I don't think I've ever heard of that either, actually. Obscure gem that if you're an action RPG fan, you need to play Kingdoms of Amalur.
Oh yeah, that's that game that reminded me. So like the starting town or the town that they show in the online, it always when I played Red Dead Redemption 2, what's that first town you go to? It reminded me of that.
I've actually never played that
Valentine?
either.
Yeah.
Valentine? Yeah, so this is that samurai western. This guy's so it's like you're actually like a samurai surrounded by cowboys and you fight cowboys.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good.
So seems good for PS2 graphics though. Like visually.
Frame rate.
I'm sure there's emulated.
Oh yeah.
But I was looking into some PlayStation emulation too. Cause I want to play X-Men Legends. So
yeah, I just love that game.
Then Grumpy asks again, I do not understand why Souls is used like as a genre. It's action hack and slash. It's the oldest almost in video games. Onimusha and several others did that long ago.
There's a little more to Souls like.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Grumpy does not understand why Souls is used as a genre. It is a action hack and slash.
The combat's just real tight. It's
the Metroidvania-ness of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the brutality. And the XP being the picked up from the enemies, or that was the currency. That's always what I consider a Souls like too. It's got to have some type of soul system.
Yep. Good point.
In the stamina-based combat, the
obscure storyline. You just start in the game basically after the fucking opening scene.
Grumpy then asked, I saw Seth Rogen wants a live-action Emperor's New Groove and wants to be in it. Patrick Warburton is still in good shape. Good shape. Screw Seth Rogen. Well, I mean, if that's Seth Rogen wanting to be Kronk, but I would take a live-action Emperor's New Groove.
That would be cool.
But
Seth Rogen.
But I don't trust Disney with a lot, because if you're gonna do it, it's gonna be like, okay, well, we got to have like Hispanic actors, and so it's like, all right, well, it's a comedy movie, so you got to get like comedian guy, it'll be a lot, and so I don't trust them with it. Emperor's New Groove is already great. It's like, we don't need to. I love it, but we don't need it.
Right. So. Did they make a sequel to that?
Yeah, it was direct to DVD. It was Kronk's New Groove. It's not as good.
Same thing with
no Seth Rogen in anything. Look at what he did to TMNT.
Yeah, get him out of here. Also, Grumpy, I don't think Souls is taking over a genre. It's more like a subgenre. I mean, action
it's a
RPG
subgenre,
is still a genre, and like hack and slash. I think you still call Diablo like hack and slash.
Yeah, straight. It was straight to DVD. I think it was before. It was after VHS, Grumpy. It was DVD because I had it on DVD. Kronk's New Groove. I used to watch that one a lot too, but
Seth Rogen is this old cool. Being a pothead is a cool guy. It's like, get out of here, dude.
Yeah. Preston asked, "Do you write fan fiction of your panel?" No, I don't.
It would be too powerful. He couldn't write. He'd have to write so many restrictions for me. It wouldn't be canonically accurate.
I know. It'd be if I wrote fan fiction on the panel, it would be like them gassing me up and talking how great I am. Or I'm not, or I don't exist. So, anyway, and then Preston asked, so when will you invite me on? Well, Preston's he's hungry. He's ready to come on. I still want to do some type of writer's show. I want to do an artist show at some point, a lot to kind of go on. And like I said, we're not going to do a WoW Wednesday next week.
Yeah, I'll be out of town anyway.
It'll be Christmas, right?
Yeah.
But I did want to still stream. I wanted to keep some type of thing alive. So
Exactly.
I will
Ruby King.
say
I smoke
that next week I will not be streaming on Wednesday. I'll be streaming on Thursday, the day after Christmas. And it will be the first episode of my brand new semi-regular, whenever I care to do it, show, Thor's Day, where I will talk about nothing but Thor.
Hear me, Flounder. I am Thor the Thunderer, son of Odin, prince of Asgard. But today, above all things, I am an Avenger, and this world is under my protection.
Reed, look, it's Thor!
Stay thy hand, villain. I command thee, halt.
Across the rainbow bridge of Asgard, where the booming heavens roar, you'll behold in breathless wonder the god of thunder, mighty Thor.
Fuck yes. And that link will be available to all to come on. So that means One Gun, Ruby, Preston, you're all invited on to Thor's Day next week, the day after Christmas. And you will be able to talk about all the Thor stuff you want.
AKA none of them.
No,
will
he
do that.
didn't. He's not doing this.
And Grumpy's getting excited. Thor's Day is upon us. The
He
best
can't get away with
Thor,
this. people.
Earth's Mightiest
Bro.
Heroes.
Like,
Ruby
everyone's
says,
too
hell
powerful.
yeah, I'm
No.
all for it.
No.
Let
Let's
him get
go.
away
I'm
with
so
it.
disgusted.
Oh, look who
You brought
decided
Dexter back from
to.
the dead.
I brought him back. The power of Thor woke Jesker up.
I'm so
That's very
disgusted,
crass.
dude.
This sickness woke him up.
I'm just so fucking disgusted right now.
You can get away with this. You absolutely can. It's
No,
my
he
show.
can't keep getting away with this. He
It'll be
can't.
Thor's
Y'all
Day.
hyping him up.
It's gonna happen. It's happening, sweetheart.
I'm not gonna.
before New
Sweetheart,
Year's.
this is the gayest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, you say that, Jesker,
Welcome
but I
back.
do have something Kingdom Hearts adjacent that is root. It also has some Thor connections as well that I am saving for next week. I mentioned it to you yesterday that I was gonna use it, but actually my
I'm
PR
intrigued.
might drop off if I'm seen with you guys. That is true. We are
We're
not
snakes and
liked.
roaches.
and rats. But next
Yeah.
week we will all be gathering for a Yule celebration of the mighty Thor.
Did you
Don't
say Yule?
Yule, Jesker, as it is the Norse holiday of Yule, where we will all get our straw goats and burn them in effigy to Thor. That's a thing, by the way.
He's really hamming this up.
I
Everybody in the chat that is condoning and amplifying
Well,
this,
and I
you ought to be
know
ashamed of
Cynic
yourself.
sadly will not be able to attend, as I'm
Uh.
sure he will need to be needed elsewhere, but he will surely
Nope,
be missed.
I'll be here with bells on to talk Thor.
That is why I no-selled Ruby's thing earlier, as we will be discussing about who Thor can beat and who he cannot
Oh,
beat.
nice.
And I will be coming with receipts, hopefully, if I remember to gather them. And I will be talking
Google,
about the
dude.
newest issue of Immortal Thor that I read today. That was good. It was a good issue. So
But it's
Your-
brand
your
new Marvel.
obsession-
It's trash.
Your obsession with this Thunder God is so homosexual. You have no idea.
go pick up your Keyblade, Jesker.
Yeah, go play
Ugh.
with the duck with no pants.
go strike raid yourself.
Stop judging me.
You woke up and chose violence.
Sorry,
Literally, you woke up from
yeah.
your nap and chose violence.
Look, everyone sucks, okay? I think we could agree on that.
Except for Thor, which we will find out next week when we find out that Thor does not, in fact, suck.
Thor is ass.
Oh, you're gonna make me play the clip.
Thor's my hero.
Thor's a homo.
Is not.
Yeah, he is.
Is not.
Thor's a complete homo.
Take it back, Brad.
No,
Take back what you said about Thor.
So expect a lot of that next week.
I don't know who that dude was, but I really like him and respect
He
him.
resonated with me as well.
Yeah, he spoke to my soul.
That's Brad from Adventures in Babysitting. With him. That's what that clip is from. So, anyway, yeah. Preston says if Cynic shows up, then I won't. Ooh, we're already dividing everyone. But
Jesus,
well, luckily, Preston, when we do the comic writer show, Cynic will not be allowed to be there. So as he is not.
I'm a huge Thor fan. I am
not
showing up with my Thor helmet on.
I'm talking about that's another stream, right? When we do the comic writer panel or whatever, the round
Writer's
table
block.
the writer block, yeah, the writer's block. It's not bad.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
as Cynic as you know are not a writer, you will not be there for that. But
I know I'm a novelist.
The writer's block is already a thing. I think it's from Battle Rap, so you can't take that.
Ah, damn it!
Why
do you show me something if I can't have it? Ruby King says Thor is not a homo, even though he did cross-dress as his wife that one time, but he still is not a homo. That is true. He did cross-dress as his wife. No, it was his mom. It wasn't Sif. It was Freya.
It's fine.
So, anyway.
I can't believe you're actually going to go through with this.
I'm going to go through this, Jessica. This is what happens when everyone says they're not going to be here on Christmas. It's a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every December the 25th. But since I seem to be the only one who knows that, take the day off. But be here all the earlier the next morning.
Yeah.
Cultured reference.
No.
All right. I think that's enough for this week. Fucking nerd. That is right. So we'll call it here. Like I said, no WoW Wednesday next week, but Thor's Day will happen. I'll be sure all the green will be gone, and we'll be wearing our Yuletide best for our Thunder God, and I will make these people believers in the greatness that is Thor, at least in Immortal Thor, because if I will force you all to read Immortal Thor issue 1. It is good. Immortal Thor issue 1 is good. But, and Snowman can be Beta Ray Bill. He can.
I would love to, but I'm not even going to be there, brother.
Yeah,
Thor's Day, more like Horror's Day. My God.
All right.
Well.
Then Jesker can be my Loki, my gender fluid Loki.
Actually, you know what? I will be your Loki. I'm cool with that.
And Cynic is the Hercules to my Thor.
Yay.
So, and Snowman is
no, I'm
Baldur,
still Beta Ray Bill.
He's still Beta Ray Bill. He's just not going to be here.
not next Thursday. I'll be out of town.
Just like regular Beta Ray Bill. But and like I said, this is not going to be a regular stream. It'll be every so often when something comes up or I'm feeling it or whatever we decide to do. But like I said, or you got to take this stream out back and shoot it after Jesker snored through half of it. Let's call it a stream. Good night, everyone. I'm going to play the outro.